Hello and welcome to Disc Golf Stream's coverage of the European Pro Tour All-Stars event, final round, MPO. I'm Andrew Gump.
And I'm Victor Tågestad. I hope you have been following the FPO field this morning. We had time for a short 10-minute break, and we're back at it with the MPO back out there on the courses for the final day of the final event of the year.
It's going to be a ton of fun to follow along. Jakub Semerad throwing some absolute fire so far in the first two rounds, setting the course record with a 1081 rated 12 down on the opening day. Yesterday, 8 down, 20 under, 5-stroke lead.
Yeah, feel like we could potentially see something similar if we did from Rachel Turton taking it down in a class of her own, but Jakub is definitely not alone up there in the top, even though he has a 5-stroke lead to the shared second place.
Yeah, and we're really excited about the rest of that card as well. This is the first time we're going to get a good look at 16-year-old Niilo Hongisto from Turku, Finland. Really broke out on the scene this year.
And this is only his 5th ever PDGA event that he's playing. 16 years old and already finishing with a high, really good finish at the Finnish national champion. Yeah,
he was in the top 10 at the final event on the European Pro Tour, the Turku Open, and he is really highly rated and really off to the races in his young career. A very new member to the PDGA, and really excited to see what he's going to bring to the course today. Let's have a little look at some round 2 highlights. We also will have on our card, tied with him is Daniel Davidson, who won the first event in the Copenhagen Open, and also the Norwegian Øyvind Jarnes. Here, Ville Ahokas tried to ring up hole 1. Looks like it went straight through the chains there.
Ace already on hole 1 there, Ville Ahokas, who had a little bit ups and downs yesterday, some really highlight putting. We're going to get many highlights from Daniel Davidson, also tied for second.
See him again today. It's going to be great. This was a really great, huge rip. Crushed it right up to the circle on that long par 3, 142 meters. And here's another highlight from him, going with that DD3 we saw him throwing a lot of. He was able to get one of only 2 birdies of the day on the most difficult hole, hole 4. Really challenging par 4.
It was a perfect second shot on this hole 4. We're going to see him try to repeat that. And we have been able to follow Jakub Semerad and Daniel Davidson quite a bit. This is another new guy that we had not seen before. Petteri, now I lost his last name for a second, but he played really well. Another one of those lower rated guys that has improved.
Kujanpää,
that's what it is.
Yeah. Really cool to see him. Here was Ville Ahokas with another awesome highlight. 16-meter putt from in the bushes there, right in the heart. Hung in the chains. Really great quality player. He's not on our lead card today, but he's off to a pretty good start. 1 down so far.
Daniel Davidson here with a tilt that he was throwing on hole 11, and he parked it with that tilt.
Some great highlights from Daniel. He was really close to being right there with Jakub. He made 2 kind of critical errors. Nice spin putt there from Jakub, displaying that incredible prowess on the green. Your world champion putter and outright leader here at the European Pro Tour All-Stars event. But yeah, Daniel made a couple critical errors and had a little bit of bad luck on hole 10. He hit the cage from very short distance and it rolled all the way around, birdie to bogey. And then he did something similar on hole 15 where he was in position for a birdie. I believe it was 15.
I don't remember
anyway,
exactly.
He had two kind of big putting errors that cost him 2 strokes each. And he had some kind of bad luck with a bit of a splash out, like where it flopped out from as well. So he kind of could have been right there, tied for the lead if everything would have gone his way. But it's pretty hard to stop this incredible young Czech player.
Everything has been going his way, so how long can that been going? This was maybe the highlight of the event. 165 meters right under the basket with that stiletto of his. That was such a nice shot from Jakub Semerad. I couldn't find words for it then, and I can barely find words now.
100% perfect speed and angle control.
That's the same disc again that he parked another hole with. That blue stiletto has been thrown so many times and with perfection every time. And another guy who's throwing a lot of stilettos.
Look at this. That was some really weird moment. It got so windy, and yeah, it looked like that disc just had a mind of its own there.
Yeah, another guy who's throwing a lot of stilettos is Øyvind Jarnes. We haven't seen him yet. This event, but we're going to see him today. We have heard some interviews with him, and he seems extremely confident. He seems to be having fun. He says that the course should suit him very well, and he proved it yesterday with a 9 under par round. Let's see what he can do today.
And then on our chase card, we have 3 players at 13 down, 7 strokes behind. Don't count them out yet. That's the 3 Finns: Rasmus Saukaripi, Jonas Aalto. And who was the other one? Mikael Räsänen, who won the EPT Fuengirola Open last week to earn his spot here. And we'll have Hjalte Jensen from Denmark rounding out that chase card. And we're going to get to hear from Hjalte shortly.
And also from the leader, Jakob Semmerad, I believe.
Be nice to hear what's going through their minds entering into the final round of the season here. It's going to be really exciting. Thank you all for joining us here for this live coverage from the All-Star event in Spain. It's been incredibly exciting all weekend long. A lot of great action, and we just saw Rachel Turton take down the FPO All-Star event champion.
The title.
Yeah, the title.
She got it. And the way she got it also, it was exciting all the way through, even though it looked like it wouldn't be. But she slowed down just a bit for Silva Saarinen to be able to challenge her for a short while until Silva also found some troubles. But now we're going over to some interviews. We're going to hear from Jakob and Hjalte Jensen.
Hjalte Jensen, we are here on day 3 at European Pro Tour All-Stars in Mijas, Spain on day 3. Just before your last round here. Yeah. Yesterday you shot a 10 under round. Are we going to be seeing the same aggressive play from you today again, or do you have? Of course.
I would like to do 10 under again. I think it's a little bit more windy out there today, so I think double digits would be a very good score today.
And what will be your go-to disc today for this wind?
I have been throwing the really bottom of the so.
Okay, well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jakob Semmerad, we are here on day 3 before your last round here at European Pro Tour All-Stars in Mijas, Spain. And you are currently in the lead. So what are your thoughts for today, your game plan in the wind?
Yeah, it's a little bit windy, but like I said in the previous interviews, I have my reliable stilettos and enforcers, so I'm not really afraid of the wind, and I'm gonna stick with my game plan. So yeah.
And will you be aggressive today and maybe try and earn some, good rating points, or will you be taking it a little bit more slow?
I'm not gonna be extra aggressive. I'm just gonna play hopefully the same like in the first round and the second round.
Yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to hear from those great players. Seemed very confident. Our leader, Jakob Semmerad, and he's got a great game plan for the wind, those stilettos, and incredible spin putt. I'm not worried for him.
I'm not at all. It's also so nice to see some up-and-coming young European players being already up there in the top. Jakob Semmerad, I don't think he's any older than 20, maybe. Hjalte Jensen also just around that age. We're going to see these guys for so many years to come.
Really bright talent. Yeah, for sure. Really nice to feature their incredible skills here on Disc Golf Stream. And it's going to be a wild ride today. Really mountainous course with a lot of score separation. Really great design. Mijas Disc Golf Park. If you go there on a regular day, you'll see 2 different layouts. One more amateur-friendly red layout and a more difficult pro blue layout, but today we're going to see a special layout for the All-Stars, and it's pretty difficult.
It really is, and especially today, quite clearly lower scores than we have seen the previous days. That's also what Hjalte Jensen mentioned.
A bit more windy, scary greens,
yeah.
And when that wind's picking up, Yeah, you got to be really careful when you got to control your disc. So we're going to see who's able to do that today here on the final day with the pressure and the wind picking up.
The one who's doing it best so far today is the Swede who we saw on the first day, this Thursday, Henrik Hagman. 4 down through 14 holes, just picked up a bogey there on hole 14 with 5 birdies and 1 bogey. Very nice to see him bounce back after a bit of trouble.
Here we are with our chase card on the
T1 and 2.
On the T1. We'll be joining the lead card shortly, but one of the benefits of having separate streams for the MPO and FPO division is that we'll have extra cameras out there, so we're going to have a lot of coverage coming at you from the chase card as well. So if anybody is able to get hot and threaten Jakub or other podium position places, then we'll be right there along with it for the ride. So
this is Jonas Alto, who's throwing and doing so good. He is right there in the circle.
Yeah, we're going to get to follow the chase card for 20 minutes. There's a little delay for the lead card, so we're going to stick with the chase card. But Jonas Alto is one of only 2 players in the field to remain bogey-free through 2 rounds, the other one being your leader, Jakub Semerad. So he's just he hasn't been able to capitalize on as many birdies, but keeping it clean at 13 down, and we'll see if he can continue that.
And look at this, I believe this is something extremely overstable, might be a tilt.
That's a tilt for sure.
From Hjalte Jensen, the hot round from yesterday, 10 down.
Yeah,
Let's see if he can do something similar today.
Meta tilt, Spike Heiser, and he's right up there on the green for a circle 1 putt. He's got a ton of power.
Yes, he has, and I'm very happy to see someone throwing an extreme disc like that and being able to handle it as well. And we have seen it already from Daniel Davidsson.
Yep.
Now we got to see another one from Hjalte Jensen, and those extremely overstable discs are clearly popular here on this course on many holes. Not only those, but we have seen stilettos, we have seen enforcers and other extremely overstable distance drivers, D1 and many others.
Yeah, very important to have a really overstable disc you can trust when the wind picks up. The flight path shouldn't change a whole lot for those really overstable ones. You can really trust them to fight through that wind with the sharp edge and high speed overstability.
Let's have a quick look to see who else is scoring well today. I mentioned Henrik Hagman at -4. We also have a few guys at -2, but they haven't been playing that many holes. Matias Vilota,
2 down through 2.
2 down through 2, so that's the perfect start for him.
Nice
also,
work.
Laurens Schauerhofer, he's 2 down through 7.
Nice job.
Bogey free there.
Sweet.
Solid start. Mick Mutz from Estonia, 2 down through 9. And also Miro Martila from Finland, 2 down, and he has finished his round. He hasn't had the best weekend. He finished at +4 total and at 31st place, but nice round for him today.
Great job in the wind. Definitely looking like it's gonna be pretty challenging. Great putt there. Nicely done.
Many very exciting players are out there today, and we're gonna follow some of them here on the chase card and of course also on the lead card in a few minutes. Should we mention those players? Now let's have a look at the putts here first. From a knee down, under the tree. Let's see if we can make it. Ooh, almost all the way in. But no.
Jonas and Hjalte are right there. Should be pretty easy birdies for them.
Yeah, I hope so, but we have to remember the wind here. This is a little bit of a sheltered green though, but in many other holes you want to get as close as you possibly can, because even from like 5-6 meters it can be very difficult to get to make your putt.
Hole 1 today averaging right exactly at par. 11th most difficult. 16% of the field getting the birdie. And 16% bogey.
Let's see if Hjalte Jensen can improve on that statistics.
4 birdies so far. Matthias Villota.
5.
Hjalte Jensen. Mikael Hamme, Nicolas Lakkonen, Samuel Hanninen, and Mikael Räsänen had also just gotten a birdie, I believe.
That's true, yeah.
So we'll see if we can have a potential few more birdies. Nicely done.
Looking good. Yeah, what kind of scores can we expect to see today? We had a hot round of 10 down yesterday. Jonas Alto also making his birdie there. 10 down, and it's slightly windier today. Maybe a little bit better tee pads. They were very muddy and wet yesterday after some rain showers in the morning. But I think it's going to be difficult to reach those double digits.
I agree. I agree. We'd be really surprised to see anything quite in the double digits, but it is very possible, especially with those really skilled players on the lead card. And hole 2 is a par 3, 81-meter downhill, touchy shot, kind of a half pipe, and OB behind. So that one today is probably going to be one you want to get if you can. It's averaging as the 3rd easiest hole on the course at 2.68 average. Nearly 50% of the field getting the birdie, so the players starting to dial this one in over the days.
And with that said, this is a must-get birdie if you want to stay up in the top. Rasmus Saukorripi there with the par. You see the scores are starting to tick in for the chase card. Jonas Alto with a nice start birdie. He's now tied for 4th place. Mikael Räsänen also was able to get that birdie, and
Hjalte also, yeah.
Hjalte also. Knut Valen Håland there on 9th, tied for 9th with Hjalte. He dropped down now, but he was the winner of Järva, and we saw him on the first day on that feature card. Very interesting player, also young and promising, already on a very high level. He didn't have his best round then, but showed a lot of promising skills, and happy to see him back on the top 10.
Here we see Jonas going to the forehand on hole 2. I like the height. And skipping it right up for a birdie look. Nicely played.
He's right there. Räsänen here. Mikael.
Spikeheiser. Backhand. Perfect.
Right there.
Nicely done.
That's how you get a birdie on hole 2.
It's one of the ways.
Yep.
One that we haven't seen work out too much yet, but looks like Hjalte is going to go back to that tilt.
The more the wind picks up, the more overstable discs we're going to see. That's one thing we can be sure of.
See if he can Spikeheiser this one right onto the green.
But it's going to be difficult for Hjalte to pick an even more overstable disc.
Nice
right
shot.
there.
That's how it goes.
Bounced a little bit in the wrong direction, but he's close enough not to be scared of that putt.
Circle 1. Rasmus going to a, I'm not sure, but an overstable approach disc on the forehand line. It gets a little bit of wind lift right towards the basket.
Such a clean shot.
Beautiful drive right there. CTP, tap in birdie. Great job.
Really well performed drives there from the whole group.
Could be a star frame.
I think we have a great chance of getting a star frame here.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. We're really happy to have you all along for this ride today here, the final round of the European Pro Tour All-Star event. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Disc Golf Stream if you're watching along on YouTube, and welcome to join in on the chat as well. We'd be happy to have your comments, and I hope you have a great time for this live coverage.
Yeah, we seem to have a lot of fans of Jakub Semerad there right now, so like to hear who your favorite player is, who you are rooting for, and maybe tell us where in the world you're sitting and watching this. Would be happy to hear.
Yeah, and please do what you can to help share this with people who aren't aware or don't know what's happening. We'd like to grow the audience and like to have as many people following along as possible to witness this great action here in sunny Spain. So please feel free to share the link and inform your friends and family and disc golf community.
Jonas Alto here for a perfect start if he can make this putt. He misses it, and luckily there it didn't slide down out of bounds. That ditch you can see is where the out of bounds is starting.
Still a chance to maintain that bogey-free streak for the event. Sad to see that chain off left side though, but lucky to hit that bush or he would have certainly lost the clean streak.
Disappointed.
See if he can make the comebacker and keep the bogeys off his scorecard.
Oh, doesn't seem like he can. So that will be his first red number of the day. Let's hope for his
of the whole event.
Yeah, let's hope that it stays like that. Yeah, true. He was bogey free.
Yeah,
day 1 and 2.
Then there was one. Jakob Semmerad, the only player in the field to remain bogey free so far.
How long will he stay bogey free? What do you say?
Hopefully all the way through.
Yeah, I think he has quite great chance. When he wants to play safe, he can do so. When he feels that he has room to attack, he can do so. Yeah, I give him quite great chances to stay bogey free. Hjalte Jensen, great putt there. And,
nicely done.
Picking up a birdie on hole 2. He gets that perfect start. Jonas, what could have been a birdie is now looking likely to be a bogey, if not more. Look at the wind now. And putting straight into it.
It only seems to be picking up, this wind. And
that was starting to lift a little bit.
Yeah, big shout out to Greg Snell. Followed along for the FPO and now again for the MPO. And a really amazing photographer from Canada, watching in Germany. And he knows this Mias course is tough in the wind, so it surely is going to be amazing. Thanks so much for following along with us. What just happened?
That is something that you never want to see. Wow. With the bag on, just...
That was from less than a meter away almost, wasn't it?
This wind is punishing. It's starting already on hole 2, and that's gonna be something that I hope he learned his lesson there. Don't take those for granted.
Well, it's tough when that basket's elevated because you have to expose the flight plate, and sometimes when the wind gets under it, even when it's right in the center of the chains like that, it will blow it right back at you. You really hate to see it.
You really do.
I wonder if he could have kind of maybe done something a little different, but it's hard to say what.
Yeah, maybe be a little bit more distinct and just slam it in, but that's scary also.
Even that can get pushed right back at you. You think maybe like a overhand tap in. I don't know. Watch this again. He's so close. It was high. It was too high. But I mean,
a little bit loose also. I think he could have been a little bit more distinct, taken his time and just focus slightly more. I think he would have been able to do that.
Bit of a heartbreaker no matter what the case. Look at that beautiful shadow cast across the mountainside from the clouds. Bright blue sky with just a few fluffy white clouds. Beautiful day, beautiful place, beautiful venue. And yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun to watch this all play out. Just 4 players still ready to tee off. Everybody else out there on the course, and
4 very, very interesting players to follow. I'm really happy about the lead card that we have. They all have so different stories and different personalities and playing styles. It's gonna be a joy. And here you get to see the hot rounds. Henrik Hagman still in the top there now, 5 down, and then Koski Vähälä. That's also a new name for me. 3 down through 15.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Up 5 spots on the day.
Ville Ahokas, who we saw on the lead card yesterday, also quite an okay start, but I think he wanted to be even lower after 5 holes.
We got a lot of Kuba fans out there in the chat board. That's Jakub's nickname, I believe, and nice to see people from the Czech watching. Apparently, it's snowing in Prague. also here in Helsinki. So
yeah, it feels like it's snowing everywhere except in Mijas.
get yourself to Mijas, enjoy that great weather. No better destination this time of year than that sunny coast of Spain there. Beautiful mountains and really great disc golf park. Lots of fun things to do in the area. Really great high quality lifestyle and very affordable prices.
Now we get a really nice view here from the catch cam on hole 3. I hope we get to stay on this to see how the disc flies all the way. It's not an easy one to get, but we have seen a few park jobs here. Henrik Hagman on day 1 and Daniel Davidsson just outside the bullseye yesterday. So it's doable, but in the wind,
Henrik Hagman almost skip-aced it.
That's right. He almost
won. That was one of the shots of the event so far. Make sure you check out the highlights from round 1 if you haven't seen it yet. It's available on YouTube, disc golf stream site.
Mikael Räsänen here. And not really hitting the perfect line, but he should be
decent.
Okay for a par.
Deep in circle 2 or just outside of it, but it's quite uphill and might be kind of tough to run, especially with the wind that we're dealing with here. But 2 for 2 start from Hjalte. Let's see if he can get himself a turkey.
The
Cloudbreaker.
Danish superstar,
Eagle
Crown
McMahon.
Prince, who might have actually taken over that position as king now. I don't know yet, but
Ripping on a S-Line DD3, the Eagle McMahon Creator Series Cloudbreaker style. And he's got all the power to reach this and more.
I think this is way too much right, though. I don't think it will come back in time. No,
Yeah, a little
similar
bit
to Mikael Räsänen there.
Yeah, pin high, but not enough end fade to get himself up on that plateau green.
Rasmus Saukoripi here. He has had a very, very good, at least second part of the season. I guess he was also quite good in the beginning of the year, but he's one that we need to be follow very carefully next year also.
Oh yeah,
He has
really,
a bright future,
most definitely.
and
This is
with a
looking
shot
pretty
like
good.
this,
Just comes up short, but he'll have a chance to give it a go.
good one. He can. I wonder if he dares to go for this in the wind.
I wouldn't advise it,
No,
but it'd be nice to see a highlight for sure.
Jonas Aalto is someone we have been having our eyes on for a long time. Already in Copenhagen, the first event of the year, he finished tied for 3rd, just lost to Ville Ahokas in that playoff.
Yep. A really, really high quality player sponsored by Prodigy and does pretty well there. Kind of a similar position to the first 2 throws, off there on the right side, but should be pretty good.
3 great drives, but no park job. But I guess we can't sit and expect park jobs to happen on hole 3.
Yeah, 142 meters, pretty long one.
But I guess we have been spoiled a little bit from some great players. Only 2 birdies on hole 3 today. Mick Mutz and Otto Mäkinen. I don't know if you mentioned it already, maybe.
No, I didn't.
No.
But really great birdies from those dudes. Congratulations on a really, really difficult hole. And,
So yeah, we are still waiting for the lead car to tee off. They should do so in just 1 minute or 2. So I'm wondering if we're gonna see these putts and approaches on hole 3, or if we're gonna follow the lead card. I would hope that we don't miss any throws from them. Yeah, I see on another feed here that Daniel Davidsson is about to get himself ready together with the other 3 guys.
yeah, 1 minute to tee off from our lead card. Hole 3 averaging 3.12 today, the 9th most difficult. So a little bit tougher than it's been on the first 2 days. I think the wind is clearly the factor there. It was under par round 2 and also round 1. It averaged 2.91 both of those days. So
A little bit under par. Now it's a little bit over par. Instead.
yeah, I think that's quite attributable to the wind conditions. It's definitely the windiest day we've seen. It really picked up at the end of that FPO round. We started to notice, and they managed it really well. But it seems like it's going to be quite a challenge today for the final round of the MPO All-Star event in Spain.
Definitely. And now I see here that Jakub Semerat is getting himself ready to throw. Here he is.
Great.
Leader with 5 strokes, wants to get his first ever European Pro Tour title, the first ever European Pro Tour All-Stars title ever.
And if he does, if he is able to do it, he will be our 6th champion this season for the European Pro Tour. We have no repeat winners. It's been a really exciting year. Nobody's been able to dominate. Mikael Hame took down the points championship title without even winning an event, but 5 different winners so far on the tour. So can Jakub be the 6th here at the All-Star event?
Looking very likely. The way he has been playing, the way he has been acting, the way he is talking in the interviews, I don't see any stop in him.
Yeah, incredible player and very confident.
If that is how you start, he's going to be most likely a birdie already here on hole 1. He has had perfect starts, I think, both day 1 and 2.
This is the first look we're going to get at Niilo Hongisto.
This guy is 16 years old. He has played 4 events ever before this. Barely played around under 1,000 rated.
Forehand specialist.
And almost acing it. That's how you present yourself.
What a start to his media covered career there with the live stream here. Almost dunks a forehand ace. We haven't even seen anybody go forehand yet, and he almost put it in the basket there.
That was so close, and he's showing why he's up there with these big guys.
Rolled away, so not the ideal result, but what an incredible ace run.
Daniel Davidsson here. And gets a nice roll there towards the basket, so I think he might actually still have a chance, even though it will be difficult.
Slight obstruction there on the left side. Let's see if Oivind can get himself close. He's going standstill backhand. He's got a ton of power. We saw that displayed in Jarva at the second event on the European Pro Tour.
This is going too much left, I think.
I think the wind got under that a little bit. He's also throwing stilettos a lot, but that one looked like the wind kind of launched it once the hyzer angle was exposed. And here, let's get a good look at this forehand power.
Look at this
Niilo
guy. You're going to see so much
really
from
unique
him.
form, super clean release, and incredibly powerful. Oh, that was so close.
Incredibly close. I really hope for his sake that he can get that putt also, because that deserves to be a birdie at least.
It's going to be difficult because you're going to have that low ceiling to deal with. And with the wind, pretty tough. But yeah, what a really entertaining shot that was. Highlight for Niilo Hongisto right out of the gates.
Matias Vilota climbing up the ladder today, 3 down through 4. So he is the highest Estonian in the field right now. So many great Estonian players. We saw one emerging out from the shadows today, or this weekend, Kaire Tekko finishing on the podium, and that was a player we had never even heard of.
Yeah, amazing over there on the FPO side. Bright new star born here again on Disc Golf Stream. The UDisc win probability feature, that's a new really cool feature you can check out from UDisc Live. And that's saying right now that Jakub Semerad has an 83% probability chance to win this.
That's quite on the spot, I would say. That's
yeah, I'd put it maybe even higher.
Yeah.
But right in that region for sure. It's going to take something special for these other dudes to catch him. He's been able to build himself up a 5-stroke lead over 2 really well played rounds. And these other guys have done well to stay as close as they can to him, but he's definitely been setting the pace.
Yeah, he has. He has shown us some extraordinary qualities and control and great putting, smart decisions also. So he has really brought his best game here. His first round was 1081 rated. That's the second highest rated of his career. We mentioned it already, but it's worth mentioning many times because that was just so clutch.
Hot round.
He was also here at the last weekend playing in the EPT event, finishing second, right behind Mikael Räsänen, who we saw on the chase card here now.
Yep.
Seems to have been a smart strategy to come a little bit early, have some time to play the courses in the EPT event and go out and perform here in the All-Star event.
Yeah, not a bad place to be in November. As we heard from the chat board, it's snowing in his native country of Czech there, and it's nothing but sunshine and glory days there in Spain for him.
We seem to have some Niilo Hongisto fan also in the chat here, and I think we have more than just him, probably a lot of fans.
Yeah. I mean, what an amazing storyline to be that young and to be off to such an incredible start, such a young age, and with so little experience in competitive disc golf, and really exciting player to keep an eye on.
Hjalte Jensen here on hole 4 on the chase card. Let's see what happened on hole 3. It was a par fame, so nothing happening there.
Stuck in the tree.
Yeah, didn't really get the angle right, but got quite a bit up the fairway at least. Sauko Riipi here, going with a
Forehand smash.
yeah, a little bit.
Looks real good. Maybe too wide though. Over there in the spiky bushes.
Slightly safer option, but maybe not as easy to get big distance with a forehand as with a big Anheuser. Here's Jonas Aalto also going to that forehand. And this is looking perfect.
Oh, big skip.
Really good. Right in the middle of the flat part of the fairway.
Center cut fairway. Nice shot. Right where he needs to be. Perfect position.
Still trying to get
They're still looking for that.
Öyvind's disc down. I think it's high up in the tree. Maybe they just have to leave it there, but I don't think he wants that because he has been throwing that disc on almost every hole. That would be a disaster for his game, I think. But I'm sure that he has more than one stiletto in his bag.
It's going to be a difficult lie. He's got to take it directly underneath where it is in the tree. No 2-meter rule here in Europe whatsoever. So he won't be punished for it being up there in the tree, but he will have a difficult position. Almost an unmakeable putt from where I think he might be.
Let's see if the camera can show us where it is, but it seems to be high up there in the tree. We hope that they can get it down as soon as possible. This is something you rarely see, that it's taking this long time to first of all find the disc and then getting it down. So I wonder what the problem actually is. Did they realize that it's not actually in the tree?
I got no idea what's going on, but it's certainly taken some time, and sure they'll figure it out eventually, but definitely a interesting start here. Wonder what is going on. I guess they're still kind of looking for it, are they? I thought they had located it and they were just trying to...
Yeah, but in case they are still looking, then it must have been more than 3 minutes, so they should go down and he should need to re-tee, but... Do they see it, but just really struggling to get it down?
I think they would just give him a mark and play out the hole and then try to get it out later would be the thing to do for speed of play, but it looks like they haven't even officially located it, and if that's the case, this could be big trouble for Oyvind. Lost disc is a rethrow from previous lie with a penalty, so he would have to throw 3 from the tee, and that would be a nightmare start for him.
So back then with the chase card instead. Jonas Aalto after that great forehand from the tee, now almost reaching all the way to the basket after on his second shot, but very few birdies on hole 4, so nothing to be ashamed of. Almost only 2 today. Matias Villota and Joel Koski-Vähälä, the Finn. We saw birdie here yesterday from Daniel Davidsson. Was also able to birdie this hole on day 1. It's going to be very Interesting to see if he can do it 3 days in a row.
That would be very impressive.
I can tell you that the players are still struggling to get down that disc, and I've never seen anything like that. I would love to hear what's going on. If anyone knows anything and who are in our live chat, please let us know. We don't have any info about what's going on. So if you have, please share it with us. Hjalte Jensen here for his second shot from a strange position. That's looking good. I think he is in a great spot there, actually. He doesn't seem to be sure about that, but and neither am I, to be honest. But it was a clean shot, at least.
Definitely got some distance, yeah. Here we're on catch cam by the basket. A really nice looking approach. Hyzering out maybe a bit much, but good speed on that.
Yeah, I went a little bit long.
This whole surprised to see that it's actually being played much better today from the field. Maybe it's a helpful wind.
Might be that they have a tailwind pushing the discs a little bit further, making it giving them some easy distance. But
yeah, today the 5th most difficult, whereas it was the most difficult yesterday, and it's averaging right at par with 24% getting birdies here. We saw only 2 birdies yesterday, so yeah, it must be a very different wind direction.
Saukoriipi looking to...
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at round 1. That's totally wrong.
Okay.
That is a false statistic. No, it's averaging as the 3rd most difficult.
Ah, that makes sense.
At 4.36. Day 1 had a more helpful wind.
I wonder if that is... Yes, it has a lot of distance, almost there around circle's edge for a birdie.
Yeah, I apologize about that. I was on the wrong day, but yeah, 4.36 average, only 8% of the field getting birdies. That equates to 2 birdies, one from Matthias Vilota and the other one from Joel Koski-Vähälä.
Vähälä. That's a difficult name to pronounce, like many other Finnish names, but we're doing the best we can here in the studio.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah?
That's a new one. I've never heard that name, but really great birdie to get. So congrats to Joel. Nicely done. No, I'm not going to say the last name again.
I'm going to force you. I'm going to force you to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Matthias Vilota. He's 5 down through 6. Is that true?
It sure is.
Wow.
His birdie on this hole didn't hurt his scorecard at all.
Oh my goodness.
5 down through 6, and he's right now at 2nd place.
Up 8 spots? That is some stuff of legends in the wind out here. And me.
Hjalte almost hitting the basket from up there.
That was a great effort.
Interesting birdie look.
But man, that scorecard just got my heart pumping. 5 down through 6 in this wind. Matthias Vilota, of course, the highest rated Estonian in the field. And he is really cooking today.
Good guy. Good round.
Amazing. Amazing performance here on the final day. Let's see if he can keep that pace and maybe sneak himself up into that podium or somewhere near the top.
It's looking very, very good for him. In the wind, getting 5 birdies in 6 holes. That's
so impressive, including this hole.
Jonas also tapping in his par.
Jonas or Oyvind is re-teeing on hole 1 right now.
He is re-teeing. Okay, then it's
they were unable to find his disc. Nightmare start. For
another
Oyvind.
stiletto in his hand though, and this is looking very similar.
Same spot. Hope maybe it knocks the other one down.
Same thing, but now he had a few more eyes on it. Yeah.
Didn't really make the correction. He would have needed to go a lot wider right in order to get the wind to sail that one towards the basket. But
that's going to be a big number for him on hole 1 because that's going to be counted as his third shot.
That's a full-blown disaster here right out of the gates for the Norwegian Oyvind Diarnes. sad to see that, because I mean, you hate to see someone punished so heavily for something that's quite, you know, just unlucky, really.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that good of a shot from the tee now, so
he's in trouble. Man. He's in big trouble.
Sad to see, but maybe he can bounce back still. Let's hope for that.
Well, this is going to be a double bogey, I think, at best at this point. He's got no chance to make that bogey putt. He's way off from the basket. And also, he's probably not feeling too good right now. That can really kind of, you know, mess with your heart rate and your overall mental game, to have to walk all the way back down the mountain, re-tee, come back up, and you're still out. And now he's going to have to try to get up and down for a double bogey.
Yeah, I think the only thing he can do now is to try to forget about hole 1 and restart his round on hole 2 and just try to think that it never happened, because
gotta feel bad for the guy. Though. That is just, you never want to see that happen. I mean, such a shame.
And so many Jakob Semmerad fans in the chat. Very happy to see that people are watching and supporting their favorite players.
Yeah, let's go, Jakub. Lots of people joining from Czech and from all over the world. Make sure you spread the word about it. Share the link and inform your friends and Frisbee family.
Look where he is. I don't think... How is he going to get up and down from here?
Could be a triple. Nicely done, but
good job.
Still, he's not really in good position to make a putt.
Can maybe straddle out, but it's still quite steep and far to the basket. Let's see what Daniel Davidsson can do here. But now we finally get some action going here on the lead card. He has waited a long time for his putt, and he's not even giving it a chance. He's gonna start off with a par. And here he is, the leader with 5 strokes and clearly a fan favorite.
Why is he putting?
Yeah, I would have thought that the others were further off, but maybe they see it better from that angle.
Okay, he's a little further than I thought. So yeah, he's going to have to lay up. I thought he had a certain birdie, but it is a very difficult green. And he was clearly obstructed by those low hanging branches, and the camera was playing some tricks on our depth perception there, and we were looking as if he was closer than he was. So perhaps no birdies, but a double bogey save chance for Oyvind here. No luck.
Not
Please
even
no
that.
Okay.
Staying there, of course, or luckily, I meant. But yeah.
Gonna be a 6. Hate to say it, but it's true. And
yes,
lost disc, triple bogey, absolute nightmare.
Niilo Hongisto now for his birdie. Can we see one?
Steal a stroke here?
I think so.
Oh, he almost
so
did.
Close, hitting the edge of the basket there and tickling some chains, but then
chains, nubs, but no birdie this time.
Daniel not taking any big risks today with a layup there. Probably smart, if that is what he felt like doing. Niilo also with a par.
Par for Jakub.
And the disaster for Oyvind. Triple bogey. Yeah. Reboot, reset, forget. And start over on hole 2. He has had some big numbers during his round still. I think he had only 2 pars in this round yesterday. So
he had 13 birdies. So if anyone can bounce back and really still put together a great score, it's him. But what a deflating start to the round. I mean, that's just like sucker punched straight in the gut, you know.
Horrible, horrible. Here is Hjalte Jensen on hole 5.
Took a bogey on 4.
He did. I wondered, maybe we missed a shot there.
Was he OB on the drive?
That might have been, actually, yeah. And how close can he get on 5? Very close.
Nicely done. Circle's edge. Look for birdie. Big power drive from Hjalte Jensen.
Interesting to see from where the wind is coming. I think it's a right to left wind. It's difficult to see, and that means that as soon as the discs start to fade a little bit, it might go quite far to the left.
Rasmus also coming off a bogey and
so high and so far.
Smashed.
I wish I could throw like that.
A little wide, but pretty good. Just he's pin high and pretty close, but yeah, no real chance for birdie with all those bushes in his line.
Without that, he would have been very close.
So we're finally on hole 2 after a long delay there on hole 1 with the lost disc from Oyvind. And Jakub displaying this forehand skill. This looks a little high though.
Yeah, not what we have seen from him. Oh, it's actually much
sorry,
better than I thought.
That was dead wrong. That was perfect.
Great throw.
That's completely parked. What an awesome shot from Jakub.
Oh, yes.
Sorry to doubt you. I never should. I guess he played the wind perfectly. Much more aware of the conditions than I, clearly, and knowing his discs much better. But
Nilo.
Whoa! Can you get any closer?
What a start from Nilo Hongisto. The 16-year-old is just showing us that he is here to win. He wants to show the world what he's capable of, and he's doing so already on hole 2.
Oh my gosh! I mean, this kid has such a bright future. He's here on live coverage, not even sweating it at all, just putting it under the basket in the wind. I mean, that's some legendary stuff right there.
That was just pure joy to watch. Here is Oyvind now, and I don't think that's gonna be that good actually. No, it's gonna be a long look at a birdie and very scary look.
Let's check a replay of this really impressive drive from Jakub.
Look, the wind.
It looks like it's so high to me, but it's like he just obviously picked the right disc and
just died there.
Perfect. He just dropped it straight under the basket.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Amazing shot.
Picked another disc this time. He has been throwing that just this year before.
Closer. Nilo. Look at this.
Almost touching the edge there. And
it's almost a leaner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a slower disc, and you get the scoot right up and bonk off that little chunk of concrete that's securing the pin in place.
You can barely see the disc. It's the same color there as the concrete.
Wow. What a shot. Incredible drives from those two dudes. Very, very talented.
And the chat goes wild, I can tell you. People are happy to see Jakub Zemmerad. Oyvind just laying it up. This is way too risky putt to go for if you don't absolutely have to.
Oh, so much fun to watch live disc golf, and we're really happy to have you all here with us, enjoying this incredible action. We got a 16-year-old Finn trying to keep pace with a very young superstar in Jakub Zemmerad.
And Daniel Davidsson is not going to take any risks today, that's for sure. That's the second layup in 2 holes.
Smart play, easy tap-in birdie for Jakub. And Daniel Davidsson, he's the reigning European Junior Champion and also the Copenhagen Open European Pro Tour Champion. So some pretty big titles already under his belt at a very young age, also a teenager.
It's going to be more of them in the future. He is definitely one of the more promising players, not only in Finland, but in the whole world.
And Nilo's got that old school bag. So cool. He's 16. That bag's probably older than him. Anyway, par 3, hole 3, 142 meters. Takes a big rip. Plateau kind of green here. You got to kind of get up on this shelf and let's see if anybody can get the birdie here. Not an easy one today.
Yeah, not only difficult to hit that big plateau, but also to make it stick on it. It's I've seen many fast discs coming in and just skipping away from it, but I know that these guys are accurate.
Yeah, this hole averaging 3.1 today with only 2 birdies. I think you already shouted them out.
Yeah, Otto Mäkinen and Mick Mutz.
Great birdies, guys. Those were both from Circle 1, pretty much tap-ins. Otto's was parked and Meek's was a 5-meter putt. So a nice bullseye hit from Otto. That must have been a sweet highlight for him.
We almost saw an ace here on day 1, a skip ace almost from Henrik Hagman.
That was sick, man.
Hjelte getting his putt on hole 5. I think that was for par.
Yeah, he had a little bit longer look for his birdie. So Unfortunately, wasn't able to make good after a really good drive there.
It was actually no, sorry. I'm looking at hole 4. No scores yet for the chase card on hole 5. Here is no, not yet there yet, but we are soon at hole 3. But
Yeah.
that's 6 for Øyvind. Look at that purple color in his the first column there. That's so sad to see.
Yeah, heartbreaker. What a bummer. So unlucky.
Matthias Vilota 6 down through 7.
Holy
It just keeps
cow.
on going, and now we actually need to start to think of him as a threat for these players behind Jakub, because this is something special. This is very, very high pace on a difficult day on the course where it's very windy and
It's almost hard to believe.
Yeah,
It's like nobody's even coming close to setting that kind of a pace. Like people, what was the hot round in the clubhouse? 4 down?
I think so. 5 maybe.
5 down. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he's got 6 down through 7 holes. Like, what is this guy on?
Let's see.
I want
what
some
we
of
have.
that.
4 down, Henrik Hagman. He got a double bogey on hole 18. Yeah, so you were right. 4 down. That's
like-
the best score of those who has finished their rounds already. Huh?
Guy like chugged a whole liter of birdie juice before the round.
Mm.
That's some sweet, sweet stuff. Amazing. Matthias Vilota, you legend.
Kuba. Looking good.
Oh yeah,
Looking good. Almost there. Not really.
a little bit short, but
It's decision time for him.
Still a chance, maybe. And Nilo's forehand is amazing.
Can he reach
He can
142
throw
meters with a 4?
142 meter forehand. I don't know. Watch out, world. Trying to get it to flip up, and looks like a little bit too much hyzer, but insane speed on that forehand.
That's just
Like
crazy.
it's just smashing discs.
I'm just realizing that guy was born the same year that I started to play disc golf.
You old man.
Horrible to think like that. Here,
What was his date of birth?
yeah, I think it's 2006. If it's 16 years old, then
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I might be wrong. But I think
I think you're right.
Yeah.
16, yeah, something like that. Either 2005 or 2006. Either way, incredible young talent. Øyvind here, looking to get back on track. Huge bomb, stabling up.
there you
Oh, yeah,
go,
he's up on
and
the shelf.
he doesn't seem to be too depressed after that hole 1. Here is Hjalte Jensen again. We get to follow the chase card quite a lot today, which is nice because we have already finished the round for FPO. We were able to follow 2 cards there as well.
Hjalte's got a really cool looking die on that disc. A little bit overturned, but maybe it's really stable. Could work out just fine. Not sure where it went, but
Somewhere there, I guess.
pretty decent, I think. Maybe a little bit right side, but pin high, I believe.
Rasmus Saukoriipi then. Can he... Saukoriipi. Maybe we should
He can
set-
rip, I'm
Yeah.
sure. He had a really strong finish to the season. He was pushing Seppo Payu, one of the legends of the game who recently retired. He pushed him there to his at the final event of the European Pro Tour, took 2nd place, and hometown hero was able to triumph. But he also was able to secure some other really solid finishes on the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour, and took down a pretty big win over 3-time Heisen Brownie champ Philo Brathwaite in the Sierra Vuori Challenge there, B tier in Finland here. So yeah,
Good
really,
job.
really great player, Rasmus Saukoriipi.
Rasmus and Matthias Vilota.
Are you
What
kidding
just
me?
happened? Another birdie on hole 8, and he is now only 3 behind Jakub Semerad.
I'm kind of in shock at what I'm seeing. on that.
7 down through 8. That's something remarkable about to happen if this pace is
Let's get a camera on that guy if
Yeah,
possible.
I think
mean,
it should be should be one camera at least on him, maybe 2, 3, because this
all angles. So
yeah.
We want to see how he's doing it.
Of course, we want to have a few cameras on the lead card also.
Chase card's nice too, but this guy is just at kind of an almost unbelievable pace considering the conditions and the difficulty of all these greens. Like, how could he have no bad luck or anything? He's just getting the job done today.
Niilo would looked like not the best approach, but still getting close. I thought it was a little bit too overcooked.
Matias Vilotas solo, second place, doing it in really fine style today, closing out his season with just a really, really special performance here.
Let's hope for his sake that this round continues in the same way that it has started, because that would be some very, very interesting and very cool, and maybe something for Jakob to hear about. And
Justice pitch up there, playing smart and safe, but it just makes you wonder how he was able to birdie all these holes. Because our lead card is, they're playing really well, but they're not on that kind of pace.
Not yet. They still have a few holes to go, but yeah, we don't see any that kind of level of play so far.
I don't think anybody could match the pace unless they're able to ace or eagle right now, because he's only got one par.
Daniel was surprisingly off there with his putt. I don't know if he was thinking it more like a half bit or something, but it didn't look like he actually gave it a chance. I wonder if he was a little bit worried or if he just... I don't know. Øyvind would feel very, very happy with a birdie here. No. Is it that kind of day for you, Øyvind?
I hope he can turn things around soon. It's definitely a rough start.
Niilo for par, but yeah, in the wind, it's not an easy thing to do. Yeah, it was too difficult. Pressure got a little bit too high, and he left it a little bit too low.
Yeah, disappointing bogey there for Niilo. But Knut Ball in Holland, he's got himself a turkey.
Yeah, that's nice to see. One Norwegian who is not having too much trouble today.
Yep, 3 down through 8, good pace.
Niilo with the only bogey on this card and 3 pars from the rest of the guys. On to hole 4, the difficult par 4.
I don't want to geek out about it too much, but I'm scrolling down at the field, and it looks like Matias Vilota is just existing in a different dimension. Like, everybody else is clearly struggling on this course today in the wind.
So far, yeah. If he can keep this going, then I don't know. I don't dare to say too much, but
yeah, I guess we just have to wait and watch live disc golf and enjoy the show.
We have seen very hot rounds that started off as very hot and then slowed down a little bit on the back nine, and I'm immediately thinking about Niklas Antila in Tali earlier this season when he was on a similar pace, and then on the back nine basically didn't get anything. So it can happen, but this is it's very exciting when someone is starting off like this.
Yeah, it can often be a tale of 2 nines, right? Where you kind of shred one side and then fail on the other, but I guess you can be feeling pretty good about the start, that's for sure. I mean, that's an understatement. Here we are. Hole 4, it's a beast. Par 4, 232 meters with a couple of twists and turns, and second most difficult today at 4.38 average. We've already shouted out those birdies, but basket tucked back pretty well guarded by this tree with these low-hanging branches, and this one brought to you by our great partner Zuka. That was Zuka cart and accessories, and enjoy your disc golf game even more.
Like it wouldn't be enough with 232 meters with weird angles and a lot of bushes and stuff, but they also needed to hide the basket behind a tree as an extra punishment there at the end.
Tough course. Tough hole particularly, and this one, if you come and play it, it's normally hole 3, I believe, on the blue layout. So this is one you can come and play on your holiday. And good luck. If you birdie it, I'll give you a high five.
I would love to get a high five from you, so I might have to head down there and give it a try.
Look at that hot round, man. 4 down in the clubhouse is the other or the second best round, and he's got 7 through 8. Matthias Vilota. Awesome. Jakub ripping on a forehand. Fading pretty hard.
But it's perfect spot.
And position right there on the road. Flat footing.
Right where he was yesterday.
Nicely done. Daniel going with a Cloudbaker backhand and hyzer turnover. Or no.
Ooh, is this too tight? Is this too tight?
That's more of a straight hyzer. That was kind of what I was saying. That
no, okay. It actually turned out quite good if it doesn't roll into that
a little bit
thick part on the...
Super weird reaction.
Yeah.
But that's like I was saying, like I think there is that kind of like power hyzer play if you really got a ton of power, but then you really do bring in that tree into play that's right off the tee, so it's kind of a sketchy line, but he made it work. Just odd. He's going to be kind of surprised to see it where it is, I think. You would have thought it would have finished on the right side, but it's this is a more conventional line here from Oyvind. Great follow-through form and a smash.
Ooh, if this can just hold the line a little bit longer. Yeah.
Pretty good reaction on that tree.
He's right there.
Yeah, that was a big power shot.
Nilo, no surprise here, I guess. He's going with the forehand.
Looks like an Innova disc. Not sure if it's a Destroyer or a Boss or...
Quite a lot of hyzer on that right next to Jakob's disc.
Yep.
And if you're someone you want to follow, then Jakob is a good one.
Yeah, try to keep up with that guy. You'll be on the top of most of the charts. Course close-up time powered by U-Disc. Love these things. Disc Golf Park Millas in Spain. Established in 2016, rated very highly on U-Disc at 4.4. #1 course in Spain. Beautiful views, that's for sure. Great place for a holiday. EPT All-Stars layout is just over 2,000 meters and a par 56. And signature hole 12, such a beautiful view. You really got to watch out for holes 4 and 14. Those will chew you up and spit you out. Discover over 13,000 courses on U-Disc. Over 10,000 5-star ratings for the app. Incredible resource and tool for your disc golf game. Thanks so much, U-Disc, for bringing us that course close-up and for your partnership. Much appreciated.
Yes, thank you, U-Disc, for bringing us all these services so that we can follow what's going on. Jakub Semerad still in the lead, but look behind. Matthias Vilota going crazy out there on the course after 8 holes, 7 down. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. Here we are. Nilo Hongisto ripping on another forehand. Pretty good move on this.
Not straight enough to get a look at the birdie, but...
Easy par.
Yeah. Let's see what Jakub can do from this exact same spot.
Stiletto?
I think it's to his advantage here that he can go with a backhand. Will he go with a big hyzer? I don't know if it's stiletto. I'm thinking maybe it's an enforcer he has been throwing there, the blue disc.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, we might have been wrong about that.
Whatever it is, he sure knows how to work it.
Sure does.
Just getting him right next to the basket all the time. He just knows that disc and it flies so well.
Almost getting there, not really. But yeah, it's going to be a very safe par from him. And yeah, this is a bonus birdie if something.
Yeah.
So totally fine with a birdie here. Oh, sorry, a par here on hole 4.
He might still have a chance to give that a go, but because his spin putt really can penetrate, he can keep it low and really attack from far off. But yeah, definitely not a high percentage look, that's for sure. Really fun to watch Jakub Semerad. He's so in control of his angles, and he really like has that tight, compact form, kind of reminiscent of a sort of Niklas Antila or Mikael Hammer, these kind of guys that aren't the biggest guys, but they can really throw far and just really repetitive motion that's really technically sound. Super great to get him here on Disc Golf Stream, and he's looking in pretty good position to take down his first European Pro Tour title. Would be a really, really awesome win for him.
Oh, that wasn't the best from Daniel. So there will not be 3 birdies on hole 4 from him. Maybe a little bit too much to ask for. But yeah, now when watching the lead card, like, I wouldn't say that they are all struggling, but no one is really playing that good so far. And then thinking about Matias Vilota's round.
He's 8 down.
Yeah.
He's
now he got another one.
He's 8 down. He just hit a 50-footer, 16-meter putt in the wind on hole 9. This guy's on fire.
Everything is just working out for him right now.
I don't believe that. We haven't even seen that kind of pace when the winds have been down.
What's happening there? What's happening there for Matias Vilota? And I really, really hope that we get to follow a little bit of his round also. But we will keep you posted, even if we don't have a camera on him.
That's
Promise you that.
Just crazy. Pretty good pace from Mikael Räsänen. He's 4 down through 7, but dwarfs in comparison to that Vilota round. Anyway, he's doing good. He just hit himself a 50-footer as well, so great putt in the wind from Mikael. He's on our chase card and moved up 3 spots today, or 2 spots, should I say. He was tied for 5th. Now he's up in solo 3rd. Just overtook Nila Hongisto recently, and looking to keep moving.
Jakub had kind of a slower round at the front 9 yesterday, if I don't.
Oh yeah.
If I'm correct, and
he kept it clean, but yeah, he
not making any mistakes. Yeah,
I think he was like 3 down, but he got like 5 birdies in a row or something in the back 9. Start out the back 9, so yeah, he can catch fire at any moment, and he doesn't really need to,
with that 5-stroke lead,
he can afford to stay at his own pace and just kind of pick the places he wants to attack, and just stay safe and just get the birdies here and there, and that should be enough. But Daniel with a kind of a chop forehand approach there leaves him up on the green, maybe a little short, but should be doable.
Sorry, I shouldn't say 5-stroke lead. It's only 2-stroke lead now.
Yeah, but Matias is so many holes ahead of him, so really he still does have a pretty strong advantage in that regard. I think it's still smart to just avoid big mistakes and
you're completely right. You shouldn't
pick and choose.
Look too much at what the other players are doing. You should play the way you're comfortable playing.
He sure does look comfortable, doesn't he?
He looks so comfortable. He doesn't look worried even the slightest. So, especially with that birdie also on hole 2, gave him a little bit to work with.
Almost got that in. Yeah, he's always seemed so composed, very professional behavior, bright blue eyes, always smiling. What a great character for the sport. Seems like would be a really fun guy to play with. Seems very positive and energetic, and yeah, it's no surprise that he's got so many fans out there supporting him, particularly on our chat board today.
That's a much better putt from Nilo. He's a little bit low again, but this time in the basket. Nilo Hongisto right now at even par after 4 holes. 1 birdie and 1 bogey. And here's Daniel, who finally, I shouldn't say like that, but this time he was not able to get a birdie on hole 4. Got it on day 1 and 2, but not even getting a par today.
Goodness.
He is looking shaky today.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That he's even further away than he just was.
And this is a little bit what we have seen from him this year. He has put together quite a few really hot rounds here and there, but never able to really put through a complete performance like he did in Copenhagen. I think we might see a slightly different Daniel Davidsson today than what we have seen on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, he's proved himself able to do that with that dominant win in Copenhagen, and he's a very young player still, so he can learn and grow, and I think the future is really incredibly bright for him. But yeah, definitely looking to kind of play more consistently.
I can just imagine how frustrating it must feel
Yeah,
to know what kind of level you have and then not able to show it round after round. And of course, that's something that all the players are struggling with. But when your level is that high that you can compete with the absolute best and take down wins, then you want to be able to show it.
Indeed.
Here's hole 6, the 131 meters, slightly uphill hole with a big wall on the left side protecting the basket a little bit. And yeah, with the big arms we have on the lead card today, maybe we'll get a few birdies. We have already a few today.
Yep, averaging at 2.93, 12th most difficult, and 4 birdies so far. Knut van Holland, Matthias Vilota,
of course. Yeah.
Lauren Staurhofer, great job to him, and Miek Motz. So Lawrence Staurhofer was the host of all these skins matches that they recently filmed here this week on the European Pro Tour. So keep an eye out for those coming to your screens in the off season. Check out Disc Golf Stream's YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate all that support.
Jakub.
Boom. I like it.
Yeah, true. We actually saw the wrong flyover. We saw the flyover of hole 6, but we are on hole 5. So.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
So those statistics are not from this hole. Sorry.
that can happen. Slight confusion there.
This one averaging 3.24. So yeah, even more difficult, and 5th most difficult, and only 2 birdies today. Mikael Räsänen, and I think you can guess the other one.
Matthias Vilota.
Splendid work, sir.
Thank you. I'm doing my best here.
I was shouting out Matthias, but...
Okay, I thought you were congratulating me.
I'm just kidding. I was as well. Great job, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my best. Here is Niilo Hongisto, of course, with the forehand, trying to reach all the way down.
Very distinct style. He's got that like really deliberate reach.
He is reaching all the way down, just behind that big bush there, and
what an amazing power forward.
Clearly a look.
Yeah, he's there. Circle's edge, I think.
Let's see what Daniel Davidsson can do now. If he can prove us wrong, but it certainly seems like he's not having his best day so far. This is looking good, though.
Looks great.
Yeah,
it's flipping up flat with that DD3. He just needs it to finish near the basket.
Whoa!
Good job.
There you go, Daniel. Keep on proving us wrong. We love when you're doing that.
Great power. Great power.
And no. Look at the scorecard and look here. Matthias Vilota on hole 10.
Got cursed by the camera.
Why? He felt maybe that he had something special going on. And
camera showed up and he collapsed.
Still a great score going on. Just forget about this.
Oh, God, I hate to see that. And again. No.
A triple bogey and just keeps going. Horrible.
Oh, what a terrible twist of fate for Matthias Vilota after just shredding the front 9.
And I think that must have been a birdie putt that he missed, yeah?
Oh,
that could have been...
How heartbreaking.
That could have been 9 down, but instead he's just at 5.
I don't believe that.
Poor guy, but he's still tied for 3rd, still having a good run going, so...
That's the worst case of the camera curse I've ever seen.
That's actually true.
I'm devastated.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He knew he had something special going on, and that got confirmed when he saw the camera crew running up to him, and
then he had a birdie putt from inside the circle, and then 2 nightmare rollaways down the hill.
This is a brutal course in that way, that things like that can happen.
I feel like I got punched.
Sorry to hear that.
I don't know what to say, man.
Slightly over dramatic maybe, but I do understand what you're talking about. The feeling is we feel slightly deflated when something like that happens. When we think that we might have something historical going on, but not this time.
Was terribly unlucky. Feel for the guy, but still putting in a really, really amazing performance here today.
And he got passed now by Mikael Räsänen, who is on the chase card.
Oh, I thought that went in the basket. Sorry. Yeah. It looked like it were from where we were, but no, just a regular approach.
Yeah, Mikael Räsänen, who won the EPTX last week, who we have seen now on the chase card today. He is playing really well. 5 down through 8, bogey free, and he is right now on second place. He just overtook Matthias Vilota. And he's looking solid today. Very, very... Yeah, it's fun that it's the same 2 guys in the top now, like who were in the top last weekend.
Yeah, true. Good point. Just in different...
And that's another great shot from Jakub, almost getting it in the basket.
Nicely done.
Maybe that is the key to success, to play the EPTX events and then take the step to the big league.
Sounds like a plan. Sign me up. We saw Rachel Turton hit a very similar putt, exactly identical position here. So stretched out, way wide, not an easy one. Circle's edge. Out left side.
Nilo's putting is just a bit off today so far.
Yeah, he's so close, but just not quite.
That's the second time he's just tickling the chains, and I think he had one that was just a little bit low also, so not his best day on the green, clearly.
No, all over the basket, but just needs to really dial in that focal point and get it right dead center. Great chance here for birdie for Daniel Davidson. Get his round back on track after some struggles, particularly on the green of the last hole.
There we go.
Nice one.
Back to even par for him, and he proved me wrong at least with that birdie. I was talking about him being not his best Daniel Davidson today. Ooh, it stays in the basket.
Interesting though that Jakub not getting any pressure from the card mates here, so he's going to have to be kind of aware what's happening on UDisc from elsewhere in order to get an idea of where he stands. It seems like everybody just seems to be faltering in their attempts to chase him down here from the lead card positions, but moves being made elsewhere on the course, and see if it's enough. I don't think so, but with Matthias's round, yeah, but that triple bogey, I mean, what a dagger in the heart there.
Sad to see. And here is hole 6. We have already seen it and we have already talked about it, so let's just enjoy this flight once again. 129 meters, a little bit down and then a little bit up, and then the basket is right there behind a tree and next to a wall.
Yep, OB up above that wall. And that tree provides quite an obstacle if you trickle down there.
Yeah, you don't want to fade out too early, because then you will have very small chances of hitting the basket with your putt.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful Spain, beautiful Mijas, and a beautiful leaderboard with Jakub Semerat on the top. And hot round now, Matthias Räsänen and Mikael Räsänen and Matthias Vilota.
Yep.
Both at 5 down. Knut Wallenholland, great round also. He's tied for 3rd now with his round, 4 down. He's putting for par, just got a par on hole 11. Still at 4 down today. Daniel Davidson first out. That's the pink Cloudbreaker 3 he's throwing.
And we apologize for the audio being out of sync. This is the first that I guess we're aware of it. Thanks Johnny V for informing us about that. One of the absolute legends of live disc golf. Smatchbox TV guy, Jonathan Van Doorzen. We'll try to get that fixed as soon as possible. Apologize for the audio issues. I wasn't aware here in the booth anyway, but hopefully our technical crew is all over that. Thank you very much for following along, Johnny V, and for informing about the issues.
I love Jakob's little smile he has there just before he's running up. He's enjoying playing disc golf right now. Not the best throw, but nothing he needs to be ashamed of. That's right there, and he was in a similar spot yesterday, if I remember it correctly. Stiletto from Øyvind. I wish I could throw that disc. Øyvind certainly can. Very similar spot to the other two guys. And just one guy to go. Final time we get to see a drive from this tee pad this year. Unless we get to see some sweet replays of this maybe. But I'm worried about this. Hopefully it hit the wall and trickled down, but I'm not certain.
Matias Vilata on the beautiful hole 12. Downhill, scary shot.
He's back at it.
Wow.
He's back at it.
Great shot there.
And this is hole 12, and I can tell you that on hole 11 already he bounced back and got a birdie.
Wow.
So he has not given up. That was just a small fluke. Got maybe shaken up by the cameras, but now he has forgotten all about that hole 10. Knut Wallenholland on the same card, yeah, that's right.
Wow.
They're both battling for some top finishes together and maybe inspiring each other to something good.
Yeah, doing some great work there from the, is it the third card or fourth card they're on?
I think it should be fourth card, aren't?
Wow, charging. Really putting in some great work there.
No, sorry, that's the third card.
They're on the third card, yeah. Yeah, great work. What an unfortunate triple bogey there on hole 10, but amazing to see that he's bouncing back and just putting in an insane amount of birdies here.
But what really stands out to me is the low level on this lead card so far. We have barely seen any birdies, only 3 after 5 holes on the whole card.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know how they're doing it on that third card. They're really...
That's...
really, like I said, just seems like they're in another dimension, like playing a different course in different conditions because those scores are bonkers.
This is quite surprising. Daniel has...
These guys are playing bad, really, to be honest.
No, not bad,
Yeah,
but the way they have been playing, the way Jakob has been playing, the way Daniel Davidsson has been playing, it has been so good. And not a slower start today. This is Niilo Hongisto with an approach, almost giving it a run, but it got caught by that last tree. Quite okay still. Gonna be a par.
Yeah, thanks so much for showing us love out there on the chat board, especially Johnny V. And really respect and admire so much for pioneering live disc golf and everything that you guys have done to set the precedent and raise the bar up so high for disc golf coverage and live coverage in particular. So much respect and mutual feelings with the love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Niilo's form does look a little bit like Silver Lot, doesn't it? That's one of the comments we had from Hades out there. Kind of got that deliberate reach back.
Very solid forehand, and yeah, if there is some form you want to copy, it should be Silverlet. I'm not sure if that is what he's trying to go for, but they do look kind of similar, yeah.
Definitely
Niilo
powerful
Hongisto
forehand,
and
yeah.
Øyvind, could he float down a putter in that basket? What do you think? Not an easy thing to do.
Not at all, but...
oh, not a bad attempt.
Not quite, but yeah, hopefully those audio issues are going to get ironed out real soon. Not sure if it's still happening, but if there's anything we can do to sync that up, I hope we do it real quick.
Gonna get a par frame here most likely, I think.
Interesting round, though. Yeah, like kind of crazy to see those wild moves being made from the third card, and if not for that triple bogey, we'd have a new outright leader, I believe. But yeah, big setback there with all those rollaways for Matias Vilota.
Jakub is doing his best not to make any mistakes. He's still waiting for the big opportunities to show up for him, and if he's playing like this, those opportunities are gonna come. I'm certain of it. But so far, kind of a slower start than what we expected. Here is Matias Vilota on hole 12 for birdie.
Yes, sir.
Gets another one. 7 down now. Almost back. Almost repaired that triple bogey on hole 10.
Yep. Okay, so he would have been tied for the lead if he hadn't had that. Well, I guess if he would have had the birdie, yeah, he would have been an outright leader. But yeah, it doesn't matter what could have been or should have been. He's still doing amazing things. Only one par on the day. Can you believe that? That's really crazy.
That's not something you see that often. Here is the next hole. It's hole 7. 104 meters, slightly downhill, and that very interesting slope down from the left to the right with a few steps. If you're lucky, you land next to the basket there on that flat part, and then you should be able to get an easy birdie. But yeah. A few birdies though.
Yeah, 14th most difficult, so on the easier side, but still not so easy. 31% getting the birdie and 2.72 overall average relative to par.
I think it's a PD2 that he's ripping on here, Daniel Davidsson. Almost reaching up to that step. Well, he actually there, sorry. Right there.
Nice one.
Sweet shot from Daniel Davidsson with a PD2 most likely. And what is Jakub? What is he saying about that, and how is he responding to that?
This could be a good chance for him to get a birdie. Got a great forehand. Does it have the height?
It certainly has. He
Parked.
is starting to see those opportunities now, and he's starting to fire up. I'm certain of it.
Nicely done there with the park job. No doubt about that one. That's a birdie.
I've been trying to do the same. No, not as good as the previous two, but nothing really that bad. And here is the 16-year-old Niilo Hongisto. Kind of weird grip he has that also there, like on that forehand. Would like to have a closer look on that, but he's parking it. So 3 out of 4 on that step, and 2 extremely close to the basket.
Amazing forehand skills. Study that up, guys. Go back and watch the form if you're looking to improve your forehand game. Those are some really, really quality swings there.
Very unique style in the way also he's holding the disc, and his grip. I don't know if I really saw what he was doing, but it looked very strange, but it's clearly working for him, so he knows what he's doing. And on the chase card, there is one guy who stands out, and that's Mikael Räsänen with his 5 down. Hjalte Jensen 2 down, Jonas Aalto 1 down, and Rasmus Sakoripi also 1 down. So only one guy in that group really performing on a high level. Also slightly surprising. Jakub, of course, parked here. We'll see a few more green numbers in the lead card. On the lead card now, after this, hole 7.
Yeah, well played.
And Daniel is actually just like about 5 meters from the basket. It's even closer than it first looked like.
No, I guess I'm hearing that those audio issues. Not ideal. Not sure what's causing this, but we apologize for the sound problems and really hope it gets fixed soon.
Øyvind, can't even see him from down there, but there he is. You can see him. He's trying to see the basket also. Jumping high, can almost find it, but yeah, he's not even far away from it. Still cannot see it. That's how steep it is. And he
a little short.
Yeah, does what he can, but he's at least avoiding a big number. He's getting a par. It's never easy to get that close to the basket when you can't even see it.
3 really good birdie looks here. Let's see if Daniel can make good here from about 6 meters or
he would be very disappointed to miss this one.
Nicely done.
One down, 2 to go. Those are just tap-ins and then 1 par from Øyvind.
Great drives there. Jakub.
Kuba, indeed, he is now 2 down for the round. Still bogey-free after almost 2.5 rounds. The only one in the field.
So impressive. Here's Knut Wallenholland on hole 13.
He's putting a lot of power behind that, but he's turning it over.
Yeah, he smashes those halo destroyers, but that one gets a little bit overcooked, and he's going to be pretty far off on the right side.
Luckily, it's quite open on that side. I think that par should still be possible, but yeah. Matthias Vilota here. Hot guy today. What can he do?
Oh, wow.
This is a smash.
Oh, my goodness.
This could even go in. Go on.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a little bit shorter than I first thought.
But though, I mean, straight at it with some serious power.
That looked so good. And if he can get this one, then he's back to the same score he was on when he got that triple bogey.
Yeah. What did that guy eat for breakfast? He was just amazing today. I mean, come on.
What do they have for breakfast in Spain? I don't know.
See if he can do it. No. Comes up short there on the birdie look. That wasn't even him, so never mind.
This is Matthias Vilota.
Okay. Matthias got that Prodigy shirt on, and wow. What an incredible day for him so far. Just that one really brutal hiccup there on hole 10, but otherwise he's just been sailing through the course.
So good.
Just birdies galore.
Let's see, can he make another birdie? He has already so many. Yes, there you go.
This is kind of crazy what we're seeing. I mean,
we're seeing him back up on second place.
Pretty surprised to see that hole playing so easy today. There must be a very helpful wind because quite a few birdies on that hole today.
Favorable wind maybe, and also time for the players to really dial the hole in.
They've had
learned from their mistakes.
Some good practice. And do we get a look at that? What that disc is? Could it be a ballista?
I don't think so. That should be too
flippy, maybe.
No, but he also turned it quite a bit. So. Not the best shot there from Jakub, and I don't think it was the best from Daniel Davidsson there either. I don't think we got the best look at it.
Hole 8, averaging right in the middle. 9th most difficult. 3.07 average. Nice move on this one, but it gets carried away a little bit. If it can stable up, still have a chance, but a little bit wide.
This seems very difficult in the wind. They're all struggling with it. See if the guy who was fighting the winds in Järva earlier this summer so well, or even Jarnes. Let's see what he can do here. Using those overstable discs are helping so much, and he loves that stiletto. And if that is a stiletto and he can put it on that angle and make it hold the line, then that's quite impressive. I just want to challenge all you viewers to pick up one of those discs, stiletto, and go out and throw it even into the to the hardest headwind and just see what happens. It's not gonna hold a line like that.
Serious power displayed. Great to hear that the audio seems to be improving, and yeah, this is definitely a beautiful course and in a really beautiful part of the world. Top destination for winter disc golf, particularly. Great weather and beautiful views all about. Matthias trying to get onto that island hole 14 with a forehand. You're not seeing it, but
sure, we will see a replay of that a little bit later once we have seen the putts here on hole 8. Or approaches first of all.
Okay, I won't spoil it.
You have to wait and see.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing with these live broadcasts, that we can follow more than just one card. That's a great reason to follow disc golf live.
Yeah, and one of the clear advantages to switching over to doing 2 separate streams for the MPO, FPO. Of course, it's the first season disc golf stream doing live coverage, so we've done the best we can. We've been bringing you dual streams where we follow both the MPO and FPO, but today's been different, and I really like it. I like the flow. It's nice that we get to kind of stick with the storyline taking place on each side of the field, and we get to see a lot more action when there's more cameras available for chase cards and roaming camera for those exciting storylines like what we're seeing here from the third card today. Jakub.
And this, I got a little bit lucky that it curled back. I'm not worried about that putt. He is most likely going to be able to get another par here. Still not the best round so far, but yeah, the most important thing that we have said he should focus on is to avoiding mistakes. That's exactly what he's doing. We have people in the chat telling that he is playing smart, and I do agree with that.
Is there anybody over on the disc golf stream site chatting?
Haven't seen anything yet.
Okay. Great that we're getting a lot of involvement from the community here on the chat board. And really cool to hear that the EPT will be on Skip Ace Fantasy League next year. That's great news.
Cool to hear that. I have been playing that game myself this year.
Any luck?
Unfortunately, I've been really, really bad.
Well, maybe next year it'll be easier if you're more acquainted with the European players.
I have been betting hard on the European players when I've had the chance, but for some reason I'm always picking the wrong one.
Well, I'm sure you're having a good time anyway.
It's fun.
Jakub looking to clean up here. Steps off his lie, gets some grip. Oh.
And this is the first bogey of his round and the first bogey overall for him.
Yeah, for the whole event. So. Looked like he took longer than his normal routine there. I wonder if something was uncomfortable about the lie, or if he was just feeling some nerves there.
I'm starting to think that maybe he does feel some nerves. It's well, here he's mixing and matching a little bit. He's giving us some highlight shots and giving us some smiles, but that was slightly different
Could have been a wind issue too. It was definitely an uphill putt, and sometimes it's hard to tell what's going to happen when you're putting at that angle up. When you think it's hard to get a really straight wind read. Like when you're putting flat, you can usually kind of get a pretty good idea of what might happen. But when you're exposing the flight plate at an angle upward towards a elevated pin, sometimes the reactions can be more exaggerated or even sometimes opposite of what you might expect.
And here we get to see it. Matias Velota. Happy to see him on hole 13. 14, sorry.
Doesn't look good.
That looks actually really bad. Missing the island completely. I don't know.
Yeah, not even
he
close.
was even close there, no?
No, Wynn got a hold of that one. Newt here. Looks like he's going backhand with perhaps a spike hyzer.
That is looking much
really
better.
good.
It's gonna stick to the island if it doesn't start to roll, but no, it's right there.
Nicely done.
There you go, there they are, and just laying it up.
Yep. Not much else to be done there.
We get to see his miss again, and first ever miss we see from him, more or less.
Wasn't off by much, that's for sure.
It's enough to get yourself a red number in your scorecard.
Back to -1 for the round. Still pretty good pace.
And hole 9, Daniel Davidsson hitting a tree, and yeah, it's not his day today. Not his day. He's only 1 down so far. So is Jakob, and so is Nilo Hongisto. And then we have Öyvind still 3 over par after that hole 1 where he got a triple bogey, and after that only pars from him. Nilo going much, much higher. Probably smart. It's a good way to avoid trees. He did just that.
Yep, he's up there with a chance, but not super close. He's going to have to work for it.
Yeah, they need to work very hard on this card today. Nothing is coming easy, it feels like.
Nice.
It's a lot of hard work.
Nice low shot there. Doesn't have enough height to get all the way up onto the green, but should be pretty close.
I also feel that the energy on this card isn't that high. And I think it started already on hole 1 there. It took so long time to find a disc, and Öyvind needed to re-tee. And no, I haven't really seen the energy from any of these 4 players so far.
It was definitely a weird start to the round, wasn't it?
And look at this.
Did he fight through there?
I don't think so. I think it
chopped down.
Kicked down to the left, actually.
Yeah, that was a really weird way to start the round. I mean, the high hyzer stuck up in that tree, and took him a really, really long time to get going off of that first one. And hopefully they're able to finish in time before the sunset.
This guy, though, is playing really well. Knut Valenholland.
Tester here in the wind. It's super close, but you can hear the wind ripping. Nice.
Getting a birdie on difficult hole 14.
Great
nice
job.
one.
Great
and he's 5 down, and right now in 4th place. Let's see, it was Matias Velota. Yeah, he's getting a bogey. Still on 3rd place.
He's only got one par still. He says, I got 1 par. Even he seems to be kind of amazed at what kind of day he's having. Ups and downs, but mostly ups. But the downs have been pretty dramatic, particularly in hole 10. Quite a steep valley there, but he climbed right back up with the turkey to the top of the mountain, and then now he's taking a small step back down. But really, really wild day from Matias Velota.
Really, and not a wild day, but kind of a slow day for Jakob Semmerad so far. Only 1 down after 8 holes, and with guys coming from behind, he really can't afford to start to make mistakes now. Of course, he has only made 1 mistake so far, but we know that if you start to make them, then can start to come.
Yeah, if it creeps into your confidence, and then let's see if he can just get up and down here. And avoid any consecutive damage. He's still got a couple stroke lead. Pretty good bid there.
Yeah.
Should be fine for the par.
Leading with 2 right now over Mikael Räsänen.
Yeah, I can agree with Jay Apes out there saying he'd love to play a casual round, but a tournament might be too stressful, especially in this type of wind. I can understand.
Yeah, I think I would have wanted another 20, 30 meter of distance on my drives before getting up on the course like this, so competing. There you go.
Nice one.
Daniel Davidsson with a par on hole 9. But
yes,
very similar energy and feeling about him and Jakob. They have been looking so good so far, but
ooh, right in the heart.
There
nice
you
putt.
go. Niilo Hongisto,
Great to see him.
16 years old, and he's getting a birdie. So he's now
Yeah, it looks like
best
he's
at the on the card, 2 down today.
starting to dial that putt in. Good to see. He had a lot of chances early on that he was sort of just off by a hair, and now he's kind of really hitting it where it needs to, right in the heart. Great aim and execution. Great putt there from Jakob. No stress.
Much better. And even then, good job. And he's getting his first birdie of the day. He's had got that unfortunate triple bogey on hole 1 and then waited until hole 9 to get anything else than a par.
Matthias Vilota putting here. Hits the cage, so
Second par of the day, it seems like.
most likely. Hopefully that was for birdie. This is hole 15, so we'll see. We'll see. Canute.
No big reactions, so I...
Most likely pars from both of them.
Yeah.
Hard to say, but sure we'll find out very soon, thanks to our scorekeeping on UDisc.
Matthias Vilota right now at the 3rd place, and Knut Wallen Holland on tied for 4th. So they are right there. You can see them on the left side.
Yep. Right there in the mix for battling for podium positions and perhaps a chance at win. I think they're kind of running out of time, but we'll see. It would take a bit of a collapse from Jakob for them to probably overtake, but definitely doing everything they can to try to make it happen. Shooting some hot rounds.
9 holes to go. First half is done, and on the lead card, I have to say that the pace is kind of slow. I expected much, much more from these guys. No big mistakes, but also not at all any big highlights and big scores. So now I think they all feel that also and want to improve on what they're doing right now.
Did he use 3 fingers under the...
Yeah, that's why I've never seen anyone hold a disc like that. Stuck up in the tree. I hope it goes quicker now to get it down than it did on hole 1. But it's right there.
This is the start of the back 9 where we saw that devastating collapse of the birdie streak from Matthias Vilota, turning in a triple bogey after having a putt for birdie up on the top there. The camera had just showed up, and I wonder if that just kind of distracted him slightly or if it was just fate. Definitely some brutal rollaways, though. I mean,
It's so heartbreaking to see.
hate to see it.
Øyvind, big forehand. Should be right there. How far is it?
Circle's edge.
Yeah.
Just inside. Daniel?
Yeah, just a little bit off. Never really gets that close. Not the same Daniel Davidsson, not the same kind of confidence and just... yeah. You know what I'm looking for to say, but I'm sure that he will find it on the back nine.
Jakub, let's see if he can make a statement here that he's rolling right along here. Ooh, nice wind lift. Can it fight through that tree? Almost.
There you go.
Still a chance. It's
I
pretty
think
close.
he can actually see the basket from there without
Should be a
any
chance.
tree in the way.
Yeah. Hopefully he can get it in.
Another longer walk now from the tee pad up to the basket, down the hill and then up the hill. So it's a demanding course in that way also, that you need to stay hydrated and you need to keep your energy level high by eating some snacks maybe and just be in physical good shape.
Definitely take some energy. Beautiful mountains. Wonderful course here in Mijas, Spain.
Be careful where you step so you don't trip.
Hole 16, going way uphill here. Newt. Rolling right along. Got plenty of power to get up there, and this looks like a great line.
Looking perfect. He's
Hard.
right there.
Nicely done. Should be a birdie.
It's gonna be great. Matthias also looking very good, even giving it an ace
run. Right in the wind and right up.
Quite close.
Just low from ringing one up.
Here's Mikael Räsänen. We haven't seen him enough now when we know what he's about to do. Right now at second place, and he's on hole 13. Not getting that close, but maybe it's rolling down towards the basket. It looked like it was on its way there. If it curled the right direction, then I think he can collect a birdie. So.
Yeah, Jakub stayed there, so that's a good sign for him. This is right in his range. He's going to have to go down to a knee, but he's so good with the spin putt. Can generate plenty of power with the wrist pop.
Yeah, this is what he's good at. But he needs to wait.
Okay, he's going to have to stand down.
Because who is going to be first?
Daniel. Really great to hear that Kevin Shorey is enjoying the coverage and commentary, following along from the great state of Texas all the way over there, and really happy that you're happy and enjoying it. We're having a lot of fun here, and I'm sure you are as well. Doing the best we can to bring you high-quality live disc golf from Europe. Oyvind.
Oi, 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 oi.
Way over the top. Hit that tree. Hope it didn't roll down.
What a miss from Oyvind. That can be a disaster. He's not having his best round, so I hope for his sake that it didn't go that far down, but it looks like someone is walking around down there, maybe looking for it. Okay, Jakub is getting ready to putt, so it must have been
It's a good sign.
staying there, yeah.
Birdie chance here for Jakub.
Good chance, and he needs this.
Make a strong statement.
He needs this, maybe not to keep the lead, but to make sure that he stays up there and, as you say, make a statement to the other players that he's not slowing down too much.
And to himself.
That's right.
Yes.
He has that nice nose-up spin putt that
Beautiful putt right
he showed
there.
also yesterday, the few occasions, and
Fantastic
looking so
birdie
beautiful.
there from Jakub. Got some viewers from, or a viewer from southern Sweden. Snowing there as well. Of course, we'd all rather be in Spain, wouldn't we?
Oyvind repairing that mistake and doing so. Nice putt there from you, Oyvind.
Nice work.
Another par, maybe a few too many pars, but of course better get a few too many pars than to get bogeys.
2 bogey-free rounds out there. Mikael Räsänen and Knut Holland keeping it clean all day long. Tough to do in the wind. Great job. surprised Matthias was unable to collect that birdie after a really great ace run there on 16. So he's got his just 2 pars in a row after only 1 par through the first 14 holes. His first consecutive pars on the day.
There you go,
Nice
Nilo.
putt, well done.
Getting his 4th birdie of the day. That's -3 at the moment. So he's starting to look better and better. As you said, his putting looks better, and that's where what really missed there at the beginning. He had a few too many misses that could have just as well gone in. Maybe with a bit more concentration, just. But that's also looking really good from Daniel Davidsson.
Nice work.
But that's a par. He's still at -1. And he's down to 6th place. And here we get to see it. Matthias Villota. Might have already spoiled it for you.
Yep. Windy spot.
That was his par putt.
Interesting. How did he end up there for par? Must have hit front cage and rolled back.
Could have been.
Or top band, maybe. Newt with a great birdie. He's got himself up in that tie for 3rd.
Together with Matthias and Nilo Hongisto.
Yep.
But of course, advantage for Matthias, for Nilo Hongisto there with more holes left to play.
Yeah, and looking like he's found his form and doing some good work on the putting green.
Definitely looking better and better. And still a 3-stroke lead for Jakob Semmerad. Nothing to worry about.
Nope, looking good. 4 strokes over his card mate Nilo, and Mikael on the chase card 3 strokes back. Matthias and Knut on the 3rd card 4 strokes back as well.
He's doing just what he needs. Nothing more, nothing less.
Just
yeah,
enough, playing smart. So just aware of what he's got to do and executing the game plan. Playing smart and trying to earn himself his first European Pro Tour title. Definitely exciting, though. It's not over yet. UDisc win probability is giving him a really high chance, and I'm giving him a high chance, too. Still up in the 80s for that win. Actually, 90% now after that birdie. So 9 out of 10 chance of Jakob Semmerad taking it down.
It's looking good. Like we said, he hasn't had the hottest round so far, but he's avoiding the big mistakes and he is playing smart. He is not being as aggressive as he has been on round 1 and 2, and probably to his advantage in the end.
Yep.
Because no one else is like pushing him that hard. Mikael Räsänen there, who beat him at the EPTX event, right behind.
Nilo, great backhand shot. We haven't seen a backhand out
The
of him,
first backhand we see from him today, I think.
but he's got it.
Yeah, he's
got it.
clearly got it.
Looks pretty smooth.
Gonna be a birdie for him, I believe. I think it was right there, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Crashed into the hillside, maybe just a little short, but should be on relatively flat ground. I know if you end up on the left side, it can be very difficult to putt downhill because that's such a steep mountainside here, left to right. But Jakob just lacing this one.
Can it avoid the tree? No, it got
cut that.
stuck there.
Cut that guardian tree, but it did settle, I believe.
Stayed on the fairway, maybe? Or did it start to roll?
I'm not sure. We didn't get a good look. He doesn't look happy. I hope it didn't roll away on him. It was a good shot. It just kind of like looked like the wind sort of turned it a little bit right, and he got caught up on that guardian tree. It's definitely breezy out there. Is Knut going with the Spikeiser?
Oyvind.
Or sorry,
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. They're both Norwegian, but yeah, Oyvind. Thank you.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Thank you for correcting me. That was.
Oyvind with his stiletto, he's close enough to be able to give it a birdie run, and Daniel is picking that tilt again.
Why not? He had one of the highlights yesterday, parking this one.
It's going very high. It's looking perfect to me.
Nice.
He hits the same spot and it stops there.
Stopped, luckily. It looked like it was going for a ride, but
even better than yesterday.
Luckily catches that kind of
root.
Tree root. Yeah, right on the stump there. And nicely done.
Daniel Davidsson, another tilt highlight. We love those.
He's got quite a few this weekend, hasn't he?
And here is Mikael Räsänen.
Trying to get himself on the island. Looking like it's tracking. Oh.
It's looking great.
Nice. Came up just short. Right on the island, though. Like he was heading for the basket, didn't he?
Did I just hear a sigh of relief there from him?
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. That hole will make anybody hold their breath, especially in the wind.
But
tight little tiny island with a slopey hillside. And, yeah, when the wind plays up. So impressive to see Rachel Turton just stick it right under the bucket there.
That
right
felt
when
like
she needed it.
When she really sealed the deal with her, get her win, and from there on out, no one could threaten her, and she knew it herself also. And
that was legendary. Yeah,
she looked like a slightly different player after that hole. And
yeah, that was
beautiful to see that.
The nail in the coffin for the field, and a big sigh of relief from her there. And yeah, Jakub had rolled away a little bit, so he had to lay up for par. So a chance for Nilo to get one closer.
But Jakub, he is looking more and more likely to take this title down. I mean, Mikael Räsänen is 3 behind, but
he might get a birdie on 14. So.
He might, yeah. But still, he needs 3.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Jakub's the clear favorite here, especially when he hasn't really shown any weaknesses throughout the weekend and really throughout the year. Great birdie putt from Oyvind. Sorry. It's been a long day. Starting to struggle with some words, but doing our best here.
I know the feeling.
Definitely having fun.
We love it. Yeah, but it's a little bit longer day for us than what we usually used to here in the studio, but we are also extremely happy to be able to show you all the action from FPO and MPO today. That's worth those extra hours in the studio easily. We are
most definitely. We're really enjoying it. It's nice that we can fully concentrate on each field respectively and bring you the full storylines with multiple cameras on different cards. And what a real pleasure it is to share live disc golf with the world this way. Thank you so much for being along with us for this really fun ride, and we appreciate you sharing we're going to actually head to commercial break here. Word from our partners. We'll be right back.
You're out playing a tournament or just hanging out with friends? Don't let your grip cost you strokes out on the disc golf course.
Aaron, try this.
When you have a better grip on your discs, you have the confidence to perform your best with each throw and every putt. Whale sacks are whale-shaped grip bags designed to dry your hands so you can trust that you have the best grip on your disc. Get a whale sack, because better grip means better confidence.
Having my own line of discs, all named after sound design terms, is a dream come true for me. After all kinds of testing and throwing different molds, I was easily able to come to a decision on what molds that I wanted. So the Reverb for me is a perfect distance driver. It's going to cover almost all of my distance driver needs. I'm just so thankful for Prodigy for believing in me and giving me this opportunity to have a couple amazing discs under my name that I can trust.
For the win. Yes, he gets it in. Wow. So well deserved. Silva Saarinen on hole 7.
Oh my God! What an incredible ace!
Oi, todella kaunis putti Peltoselta.
Zuka car load, 8 avocado, take 7.
Action. Perfect. That's a wrap, everyone.
Hey, I'm Johannes.
Hey, I'm Jonathan.
And today we're going to talk about how to aim. You have some problems with the distance, the timing, and pretty much everything. This is kind of the ground or the beginning of the throw.
There you go.
Then we're going to throw some forehands.
Oh, yeah.
Then you just stroke the board and then you push it in the basket. You should never, ever throw your max on a golf course.
What?
Hey, I'm Johannes.
Hey, I'm Jonathan.
And today we're going to talk about how to aim. You have some problems with the distance, the timing, and pretty much everything. This is kind of the ground or the beginning of the throw.
There you go.
Then we're going to throw some forehands.
Oh, yeah.
Then you just stroke the board and then you push it in the basket. You should never, ever throw your max on a golf course.
What?
What could we have here?
What do we have here? This never gets old. Opening a new box of discs.
Fancy stuff here.
Okay.
Ooh, this thing is sick.
Good quality, super stiff, pretty grippy too, I would say.
I'm really super excited to throw these.
I think I would throw every disc in this plastic.
Welcome back to sunny Spain and sunny Mijas, and we have 7 holes left to play this season. EPT All-Stars is going on with Jakub Semrad in the lead.
Yep.
Czech Republic representing and doing it with style.
Yep, got himself in the driver's seat, looking to take down his first European Pro Tour title and doing it in spectacular fashion. Setting that course record on day 1 with the 12 down. Solid bogey-free 8 down yesterday. Slower pace today, but still doing everything he needs to get himself the win. Just needs to close the deal here. Oh, okay, hole 12.
Ooh.
Looks like he's a little bit off from the green, but still a chance to get up and down for par, most likely. Very, very picturesque hole here, hole 12, looking out over the beautiful sunny coast.
Yeah, we did see Mikael Räsänen more or less parking hole 14, so, and he's now only 2 strokes behind Jakub Semrad.
Okay.
So you can see it there, minus 20, while Jakub is minus 22. Niilo Hongisto also on the lead card there, right behind at minus 19. So there are a few guys challenging him.
Yeah.
But
looking to flick a justice up there to get up and down. Very overstable mid. Approach disc. He's got that one with a kind of a nice dual dye job, red and yellow.
I think Linus Karlsson is having a similar one in his bag.
Oh, that missed by a long shot.
This is not good, and that 2-stroke lead might be just 1 now.
He's
luckily
pretty lucky
stopped
that
there,
stayed on that bush. That could have gone all the way down.
That was a big mistake, and I've never seen anything like that from him so far.
Way over the top. He's super lucky that caught that bush. He still might have a chance to make that putt, but I think he'd be smart to lay it up.
Is it worth running it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would advise him to do that, but of course he's a smarter guy than I am.
I
so
think he's going to have to lay this up, but
yeah.
He is lucky. Look at how it just caught that kind of little shrubber. It could have probably just rolled on forever.
I could easily have been 50 meters down there, like so. Lucky guy. For some reason, those good players tend to be the lucky ones. So.
Let's see how aggressive he gets. No, not at all. Smart.
Yeah, he is accepting his second bogey of the event. Has avoided them quite well as all those double and triple bogeys.
Yeah, but that's going to make it kind of interesting.
Very interesting.
Especially if Nilo can make good here. This is birdie putt, I think.
And Nilo has a turkey going there.
Oh, no. Sorry, this is for par for Nilo, I think.
But he has 3 in a row before this. And
yeah.
He only...
I guess he would still get a stroke here if he's able to.
That's right, he will. If he can make this. And his putting is looking great now.
Nice par save from Nilo, and that puts him just 2 strokes back of the leader.
There you go.
Once Nilo going to drop to 21. That means that Mikael Räsänen is only 1 stroke behind.
It is. It's
getting more interesting
tight
as we go along here. This is not over yet.
Jakub is making mistakes, and that's something we haven't seen at all before.
Yeah, he played so flawlessly the first 2 rounds, and he's still doing really well. Great putt there from Daniel.
Daniel Davidsson with a nice putt, and he is with that one tied for 4th together with Mattias Vilota and Knut Wallenhåland. But yeah, Daniel Davidsson hasn't had his best day. Still 3 down, so it's totally fine. But
still his to lose. He's still in control of his own destiny.
He is.
He's just got to close the deal here, finish strong, and he's well capable of doing that. Of course, he parked this one with a really spectacular highlight yesterday. Put it right under the basket. Flexed something really, really low and powerfully.
Something very blue. It was a beautiful disc, and
a disc that we still don't know what it is.
It must be either a stiletto or an enforcer, but yeah, I think maybe he has more than 1 blue disc in his back.
Sure, but whatever it was a great shot. Here we see our leaderboard. We did, but now we see just that beautiful view in the mountains of Spain. Southern Spain here.
I'm sure we have some fans watching now, those who have been shouting his name out in the live chat, that are getting slightly nervous. I sure have no idea how this will go. And look at him. He usually has a big smile on his face, but
looks a little worried, doesn't he?
He does. I really think so.
Some slight tension here on the card. It's been kind of a wild ride here this final day.
What can Daniel do?
BD3.
Smash. If that just stands up a little bit more, it's going to be perfect. Yes. Yes.
Right, baby,
yes.
Right. Oh, yeah. Nice one.
Good throw there from Daniel Davidsson. And he has a great shot at a podium finish. Even better, maybe. Especially if he can make this birdie.
Nilo quietly doing some great work today.
Really?
Bit of a slow start. Missed quite a few putts early too, so it kind of makes you wonder what could have been.
Can you reach this with a forehand?
Whoa! Whoa!
What a line! But no, not really all the way there, but...
Oh my gosh! How
did he
far did that
overshoot
go?
it?
By a mile. It was like a 200-meter forehand. Had some crazy turn on it, and it stabled up. I mean, this dude can smash a disc like
16 years old and just like smash it to casual forehand 200 meters long.
Just what a powerhouse.
Very win. And just that. What's going on? First it just dies in the wind, and then it gets a lift and ends up going quite good.
Great. Circle 2.
Go.
Rode the wind nicely.
Yeah. Some elevator action there, up and down.
Let's see if Jakub can...
That's the same disc?
Yeah, sure is. Let's see if he can repeat the magic from yesterday.
A very blue disc.
Translucent. Similar line,
but it's just sinking.
The wind knocked it a little bit, but if it can skip, it's still great.
Oh, yes, that's good. That's good. Not as close as yesterday, of course, but...
Still a chance. Here's Mikael Räsänen. Getting himself right next to the basket for a birdie. Pressure applied.
Get this one and he will be tied for the lead.
Oh my goodness.
Get this one and we will have a tie in the top. Of course, he has been playing a few more holes than Jakob, but he has also had a chance to avoid more mistakes. So there are many ways one can see it. Jonas Alto then here. What's going on with him? Going.
He's calling a hole in one. Okay, nice.
Almost.
Just comes up a little short, but it should be a pretty good chance at a birdie.
Jonas Alto has dropped quite a bit today. 2 over par, down to 12th place. Not his day today.
Yeah, we saw some struggles on hole 2 right away, and here's a Calvin Heimberg destroyer, halo style. Did he crash into the fence?
I think so.
Should be good.
Was quite close to the basket that also, but it came from such a different angle, so it was hard to read it. Hjalte Jensen here, also in the top 10, I think. Yeah, tied for 10th place. At even par today. Not worried about this. No, it keeps on turning a little bit. So
Nice.
it's right there, that's great.
Great disc control. Looked like it might hyzer out, but it just dropped right under the basket. Perfectly done. Great drives there from the chase card. Interesting fact coming from our chat board about Matias Vilota from Miguel Espiau. He says that Matias was there last year playing in the AM division at the Open de España, Spanish Open, and he won by 21 strokes, even beating the best MPO player by 14 strokes. So he was just an AM last year. That's crazy.
He's a young guy.
Incredible.
He hasn't been playing disc golf for that long, I think. So
it's amazing what these guys can do, like with so little experience.
Why didn't I get that good when I started to play?
Good question.
I know. I guess I didn't care as much as these players do. I know that they are putting in a lot of effort in reaching this getting these skills and reaching this level.
Yeah,
I sure did not do that when I started to play.
Reaching incredible heights.
I had a lot of fun though, but
it's a different era. You know, everybody can study the game with all the. Oh, what a putt from Nilo!
There's the highlight. He casually overshooting a 165-meter hole and then just slamming it in from.
This guy. What a superstar.
And he's putting pressure on the leader now.
Absolutely.
He's not out of it. He could win this.
What an amazing elevator putt highlight right there. That's so hard to do.
He can win this. He's tied for 2nd place now, only 1 behind Jakob.
That would be crazy.
I mean,
in only his 2nd European Pro Tour event, only his maybe was it 4th event ever PGA to take down a title?
I think.
Oh my gosh. Jakob's got a chance to match him though. He's closer than we thought. Yeah. Yes.
That's how
Beautiful
a world champion putter puts.
Great job there.
World putter champion, I should say.
Yeah.
I guess it's still a
world putting champion.
Yeah.
Nice.
Many ways to put it. No.
He's got many ways to put it in the basket, and he does it perfectly there with that nice spin putt from circle's edge.
So still 2 strokes between them, and Øyvind, another big miss. He
pretty far off the mark. A little bit
off today.
Yeah.
Just off. And it's sad to see because he had so great rounds that we didn't get to follow. And when we finally get to see him on cameras, then he's not bringing his highest level.
Some terrible luck on the start and hasn't really been able to really find his stride fully. We know what he's capable of. 13 birdies yesterday. Daniel.
Just a little bit off again.
Yeah, nubs, chains.
And he's clearly irritated. You could see when he picked up that.
Yeah, wouldn't you be?
The towel now. Now it's not fun anymore. Now he just wants to have this done with and get some off-season going. He has been entertaining us a lot. Not only this weekend, but over the whole season. Doesn't seem like he can reach get the win today. It's just a little bit too much after Jakob. 4 strokes behind now with only 5 holes to go.
Considering it's been such a frustrating round for Daniel, he's still like chance for a podium. I mean, kind of like.
And I think that is why it's so frustrating, because he has just been slight off a little bit here and there, and he knows what it could have been.
What an awesome highlight that was, just dropping it down into the bucket.
We have waited to see him on live cameras, and he's...
not disappointing. What a pleasure it is
clearly
to
not.
view this super young, talented player from Turku, West Coast, Finland, Southwest. Yeah.
5 holes to go. Who do you think will take this?
It's definitely Jakub's to lose. He's got total control of his destiny, and all he needs to do is just finish off, maybe score a couple birdies here and there, and not make any big mistakes. But he's got to be feeling the pressure. These guys are definitely doing what they can to try to make it happen.
Yeah, and big things can happen here on hole 14 that we're heading to. That's one of the bigger score separators on the course.
Yep.
We might see some big numbers coming up here.
Yeah, this is going to be a really important moment for everybody.
And I'm sure that they're going to feel quite good when they have finished that hole, because so much can happen there.
Yeah. 5 different nationalities in the top 10 here. Final day. European Pro Tour All-Star event. Very cool to see, and really happy to have some really enthusiastic comments. Scott Lucas is loving it. Thanks for all that positivity on the chat board.
Get some information here that Niilo Hongisto is 18 years old, not 16.
Really?
Yeah. So we might have been wrong about that. Still very young teenager.
Age 2 years since Turku?
Maybe.
I was told he was 16 there at the press conference.
Yeah.
But I don't have any solid evidence of that.
It was a very good shot from him, at least. Hitting the island there. And now Jakub next up.
I'm not sure if I trust that. Especially with a name like that, buddy.
No, I also think that he's 16, but I don't dare to bet on it. Jakub
Nice
also
job.
hitting the island.
Exactly what he needed to do.
It's Justice landing on it.
Seems like the wind's dying down a little bit now. But that was a great shot. Perfectly done. Just what he needed. Can breathe a little sigh of relief and stay about his business. Daniel
sticks there. He's happy with it.
Very relieved
He
to
should
see
be.
it stay put.
Øyvind also want to join that club, but he's not able to do so. That was so close. So close, but no. No, not today. Things are just not going his way.
Pretty good shot there. Comes up a little bit short.
But yeah, 3 out of 4. And it was the 3 guys who have the best chance at a podium finish or even taking down the win. Here's Mikael Räsänen, the other guy who is close to do so, and he is getting a great drive on 17. I think he still has a great chance to get at birdie. And drop zone here from Øyvind. Didn't even see. Oh, there it is. He threw it upside down. Tom wanted to fly away.
Yeah, smart.
Could slide a little bit extra maybe, but...
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
That can be pretty effective in heavy winds. And regardless of... Whoa! Jakub lays it up. Interesting. It was pretty close, but just not feeling it. And maybe not needing to press. And
he's
make
worried, of
mistake.
course, about what happens if he misses and rolls out.
Sure.
He's feeling it. And who wouldn't?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, regardless of Niilo Hongisto's age, it's very impressive what he's doing with so little experience in the PDGA.
I would be just as impressed if he was 37 and played his 5th ever event, and
even more impressed.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I mean that's fantastic stuff that we're seeing. Great birdie putt from Daniel Davidson.
He hasn't given up yet. Sorry, Daniel, that I talked about that on the previous hole, but yeah, he still has some chances. Even with a bogey. 2 over par today. Niilo. Should we just say that he's 17, right in the middle?
Fair enough, but amazing.
Teenager, let's just call him that.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a teenager, and he's gotten himself a fantastic birdie there and gotten himself within 1 stroke of the lead here. So exciting.
Jakob, that in case it would be so that Jakob doesn't win, I'm sure he's going to regret that layup, but it might
interesting
also
decision. Huh? I'm a little bit surprised. The putting world champion, you'd think he'd feel pretty confident from that range.
I think he's nervy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. Mikael Räsänen, look at that round. It's bogey free. It's 8 down, and he's in.
Oh,
maybe cursed him.
No.
He maybe realized himself what he was about to do.
That was a chance to draw even with the leader, and he sailed it past. Luckily, it didn't roll away far, so he can save the par, but he's going to be losing some sleep over that one tonight, most certainly.
Still a good chance to make it. He didn't go that far down. That could have been so much worse.
He knows how to beat Jakub Semmerad. He did it last weekend, but yeah, bit of a mistake there. Still bogey free. Incredibly impressive.
And now he needs to hope that Jakob is making some mistakes, because he only have 1 more hole to work with. So he can get to 22 down at best, and that's where Jakob already is.
Yeah. So I'm thinking Niilo Hongisto maybe the biggest threat at the moment, really to Jakob's victory, and
starting to shape up like a duel here.
Another backhand here from the young teenager.
This is looking great.
It's fading a little much, is it? Yeah, it goes a little long, but he's had a few great putts, and he seems to have quite a pretty comfortable feeling on the green, but he's pretty far away. Not the ideal drive there, but not the worst case either.
And we shouldn't forget about Daniel Davidsson, even if he's a few strokes behind. He is up there and can at least get a podium finish. This is a mutant, and he parks it.
Fantastic.
He proves me wrong. Again, I was talking 2 holes ago that he feels like going home, but no.
But this is the thing about Daniel Davidson that we noticed in Copenhagen as well, that final round. It felt like he was playing really bad, but he still had like near the hot round. So it was kind of like, this guy's ceiling is so high. Like imagine how great he is when he plays like hot, I mean, it's like even these like average rounds where it feels like he's making, he's not kind of quite executing or kind of coming through in the clutch, but he still performs really solid.
Big moment here for Jakob. Did it stick?
It stayed short. I think it's
a little bit short. That's not his disc. That's
no, it's.
But the important thing is that it's up there.
Yeah, not an easy birdie. Udisk is saying it's in circle 2, and that's probably about right.
Even then.
Oh yeah, there we see it. It stayed put. So, pretty good run there. I think he's actually even closer than Niilo, but neither of them really in great position for birdie, but they also have some really great range. Another course close up here from Udisk. Mias Disc Golf Park, such a beautiful place. Really great destination for a vacation or holiday. Beautiful views, super high rating, top course in Spain.
Yeah, the #1, and with many signature holes, but to mention a few, hole 12, the difficult one, and also hole 4, the long par 4 that has been proven to be very difficult, and of course also hole 14.
Treacherous island hole, yeah. slopey hillside, very nervy, wind exposed. There you're seeing the green at hole 12, which is quite diabolical, but just stunningly beautiful in the view and requires real precision.
Yeah, it has been quite difficult. We saw a mistake from Jakob on that hole. Rare mistake from him.
Some great score separation on that hole, and so many holes have. This is such a fun course to watch.
You never know what's gonna happen. You can never relax because it switches so quickly.
It's a wild roller coaster ride through the mountains of southern Spain. What a fun experience it's been. Jakub misses that left, but it stays put. Not as confident with the putter as we'd seen earlier in the weekend.
No, clearly not. It's not relaxed in the same way now. So, chance for, or isn't opening the door just a little bit. I still think that Nilo is too far away to. No. He's quite close actually.
Yeah,
if he wants, than I thought. If he wants to, he can still go for this.
Sure, he can.
And he would tie if he did so, but I wonder if this is the right moment to do it.
Pretty tough footing. I feel like he's kind of got Jakub on the defense. I don't know if he needs to push too hard, but he's in, if he's feeling it, green light, go. Nothing to lose.
Soft run at least.
Yep, smart play. Safe run. Keeping it low, making sure not to drift off the cliff's edge there. I think that was really, really well disciplined and wise beyond his years. Weaving wide right, but stays on the shelf.
I feel for Øyvind today. I really do.
It's been a struggle.
Already from the first throw. Nothing has gone his way today, and it's sad to see. Daniel getting another birdie, one step closer to Jakob. It's a lot of tension out there right now. You can feel it, you can touch it almost.
Coming through the screen, isn't it?
And Mikael Räsänen on hole 18. This is the last time he's stepping up on a tee pad in case he's not finding himself in a playoff.
That looks good.
It's really good.
Tailwind, headwind? I think tail.
Sharing some information to his guard mates. That's a nice thing.
Gamesmanship, sportsmanship, depending on whether he was honest or not.
You can always try to trick them. But
he doesn't seem like the sort, but
no.
Yeah.
And none of those guys on his card are actually a threat to him. He's battling with the guys on the lead card right now. So I don't think he would share the same information to Jakob if he didn't have to.
Yeah. I can't believe Daniel's only 2 strokes behind.
Yeah, he's
after all those kind of like could have been moments,
Yeah. It's of course easy to say what if, but
sure, but
it's very difficult not to think about it at least.
Definitely hasn't been his finest day, and he's still right there in the mix. So battling for a podium position, and you never quite know what might happen here, especially with those nerves that are really quite apparent.
Mattias Villota and Knut Wallen Holland, they have finished their rounds. Mattias finished on 7 under par and Knut on 6 under par. Tied for 5th.
Some crazy scorecard from Mattias.
that could have been so good. And even after that triple bogey he got on hole 10 when the cameras showed up, he still continued on that.
Yeah, he got all those 3 strokes right back in a row, which is hard to do. Takes some serious fortitude.
But it was like he almost gave up after that. That was his goal, to get them back, and then he didn't get anything more, but still extremely good. 7 down on a windy day like this.
I think this is an Iron Samurai MD3.
Oh, he hit the basket.
Wow.
He hit the basket.
That would have been a...
And with that, he would have been up there in the lead.
That was a crazy ace run. Drawing
he
metal.
Has not given up. He is gonna battle all the way through, that's for sure. Thank you, Daniel.
That was crazy.
It really was.
Did it hit the cage or the pole?
I think it hit the cage.
That was wild.
I think it hit the cage.
It sure looked like it because it had. Oh, jeez.
Nilo.
I'd like to get a replay on that. That was great as well. Fantastic.
Super interesting to see how Jakob is reacting to this.
Here, this is a huge moment right now.
It's not one of the more difficult holes, but
no, but the pressure couldn't be
even
more
even more important to perform then. What can you do, Jakob? Of course, we don't want you to miss, but it's going to be very interesting to see what you do here. What a battle it turned out to be.
This is so exciting. That's great.
Can't wish for anything more than that.
Perfect job from Jakob there.
He's stepping up to perform when he needs to, and sign of a champion.
Fantastic drive there. Clutch moment for Jakob Semmerat. Great to see him rising to the occasion. Hasn't been his best day, but he's still on the top of the charts and still doing everything he needs to take down the title. Even
almost passing that fence again like he did yesterday, but this time he stayed on the right side.
Yeah, doing a little rail slide on the top of the fence, looked like. Here's Jonas Alto, forehand approach.
I don't think he found the right angle there, right?
I think a little
Maybe
bit.
Did it come back?
I think he's short left. Not really a good place to be on that green. But he's not really playing for the...
Mikael Räsänen here. What an approach. What a shot from him.
That's a tap-in, right?
That's a tap-in, but it is...
It's a birdie.
Should be for a birdie, yeah.
Yeah, his drive was wicked.
So he is going to go down to 22 under par, most likely. And that's exactly where Jakob Semmerat is, but he's going to be at 23 after this hole.
He's going to tap in to make it 23.
But still, he's doing everything he can, and he is bogey-free for the round. He's most likely going to get down to 9 under par. It's going to be the hot round today. I don't think that anyone can reach that.
That putt on 17 is gonna haunt his dreams, though. I mean, so close he could taste it. Airballed it. Luckily, didn't roll away.
Whatever happens here, he should be very proud about his trip to Spain.
Absolutely.
Coming as a champion on the EPTX tour, and most likely a podium finish here as well. But we have to wait and see. Top 4, that's for sure.
Very, very exciting action here from Spain, and what an incredible year it's been. I feel like we've had battles at every event. We've had so many exciting moments. It's always come down to the wire. Daniel here, after nearly acing it, gets himself the birdie.
He is looking very good.
Great
all of a sudden.
Yeah, he really turned things around. Maybe he heard you talking smack about him.
I hope you're not mad at me. I really like you, Daniel. I hope you're not. I hope you're not having any bad feelings about me.
We call it how he sees it here in the booth, and we respect and admire all these players playing at this level. It's so fun to get to witness. Fantastic putt there from Jakob, and marching right along. He's got his first European Pro Tour title in sight. Just needs to finish strong.
He actually did end up on the wrong side of the fence there.
Oh, bummer.
How did it happen? For the second day in a row, he manages to do that.
This time he'll be able to tap in the par, luckily, but first things first, Nilo.
Very important to get this in the basket now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's putting a lot of power behind that putt.
I like that conviction, though.
I skipped the bar feet there.
He's a very confident putter, though. I like what I see from him. Yeah, I like that sportsmanship, getting a fist bump from Jakob. These guys are really, really world-class acts. Totally professional, great sportsmanship. But beautiful to see.
Only one stroke in between them, and Mikael Räsänen, if he can get this one, which I think that he will be right there behind. And that just forces Jakob and Nilo to stay out of trouble. They can't make any mistakes. They can't afford that, because then they will be overtaken.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it's going to be match play. I mean, of course, they have to be aware that there's another guy in the clubhouse at 22, but so much excitement here.
Yeah, only a few left of the
Great
season.
putt on the
Great
knee
putt.
there. Really, really cool. Who was that? Rasmus
Saukariipi, yeah.
Yep, great way to finish. Great season from him. Very bright future.
Not the best round. He finished at, well, I haven't gotten the score here yet, but just a few strokes under par. Hjalte Jensen also with a hot round yesterday, slowed down a bit today, and there is the big name for this card, Mikael Räsänen, finishing with what we believe is a birdie. Don't have it confirmed yet, but I can't believe it would be anything else than that.
Really great action there on the chase card. And the third card. You really couldn't ask for much more as far as excitement and drama goes on a final day. They're going to confirm their scores. And
yeah, still nothing there. Now we get Rasmus Saukariipi got a birdie from that tricky position.
That was a great putt.
Birdie also, as
Mikael,
we thought, from Mikael Räsänen. And now let's have a look at Niilo. Niilo Hongisto.
Forehand. This hole playing as the third most difficult today, averaging well over par.
Going so wide, I think that might be actually a little bit too wide. Camera can't even find it. I think it got stuck up there on the side.
There.
Not ideal for Niilo Hongisto.
Not a conventional line with the forehand. And he's got himself a really, really special weapon with that forehand for sure. He's really displayed some incredible talent.
Jakob says thanks, and
I'll be taking my title now. All I got to do is put it close.
Easier said than done, but this is looking very, very good.
Yep.
Not parked, not inside the circle, not even that close, but it's
stayed though. It didn't roll.
Yeah.
It's probably just outside the circle. He could still make birdie from there.
I think so. And the wind has died down a little bit, so I'm not that worried about the putts.
Yeah.
Daniel still in the mix. Very much so. Also not ideal, but close enough so that he can give it a run. And he's in that...
yeah, inside the circle.
Yeah, and he's also in that position now on the leaderboard that he needs to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So he's going to give that a run. I'm certain of it.
Yeah, and if he birdies out, you know, he will have a share of a podium position, at least.
Sweet, sweet shot there from Øyvind also.
Yeah, nicely done.
Right there. Very curious to see now where Niilo ended up. I think he got stuck high up there on the left side. Guess he went so extremely wide.
Hard to say.
I wonder if that was the plan or if he came out a little bit wider than he wished for.
Yeah, not sure. Here we get a flyover. Hole 17. Kind of a scary one. Third most difficult. 3.34 average. Only 7% getting the birdie. I think the wind was a little bit higher early on, but 114 meters downhill. You know, death drop off cliffside behind. Quite open, exposed area of the course. See who got that birdie. It's a pretty nice get.
Niilo, here he is on the steep slope, and yeah, he is up there on the left side.
Rasmus.
Overlooking the basket.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He got hung up there. Henrik Hagman and Rasmus Saukariipi, only ones to birdie so far. So
great finish then for Rasmus Saukariipi, getting both 17 and 18.
Nice.
Niilo is getting close, gonna save a par, and he has to hope that Jakob isn't making a big putt here and getting a birdie. Chance for Daniel Davidsson here to pick strokes on both Niilo and Jakob.
I'm not counting Jakob out yet. He didn't go that far down, but yeah, he doesn't want to sail anything past. but he might still be able to steal a birdie with that. He was pretty lucky it didn't roll away. It kind of got a pretty big skip off the green, and he just caught one of those bushes again.
Sorry for that.
I think it's me first.
Now we get to see it, Jakob. So big moment right now. If he can make this, he's extremely likely to end up as the winner of this event, but it's not over yet.
Would be a beautiful moment.
And he is definitely much closer than I thought.
Yeah. Gorgeous backdrop. Tournament in his grasp. Just needs to execute.
No.
No.
He's not giving it a run.
Nope. Not feeling it.
Playing safe and
doesn't want to give it away. Yeah.
Opening the door especially for Daniel Davidsson here now.
Yeah, I don't see Daniel as much of a threat really at this point.
Maybe not really reaching him now, you're right.
But
he will only pick one.
Keeping it tight. If Nilo's got a great forehand, so I think the forehand shapes up pretty good for the next hole. Although, I don't know. It's going to come down to the final hole, I guess, is all we know for sure at this point.
So much can happen still. So much.
Was Nilo's upshot good? I'm sorry. I got it.
Yeah, that was. He's quite good.
So,
yeah, he's closer than Daniel is now.
Secured, so they're going to head in one stroke difference between.
But, yeah, he still needs to putt, of course, and he might have some nerves as well, but he's close enough.
Nice birdie there from Daniel. Daniel with a late charge here.
What did I say on hole 13? Was it on hole 13? I was starting to talk about him wanting to finish this year and just get to off-season training.
Yeah,
I was so wrong.
No, he's not giving up at all. He's got himself in prime position now to get himself on the podium, at least with a shared spot, if he's able to birdie the final hole.
And here is Nilo, so close. I can't see that he's missing this one. He has been putting great lately, so.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem too affected by the nerves so far.
Seems very calm, collected.
Yeah.
There you go.
Such a deliberate putting stroke.
A par. He's gonna stay within one from Jakob Semerat.
Okay, very, very exciting here. One hole left on our season. We're gonna go to a word from our partners here, and when we come back, the conclusion of the season.
I can't wait.
Having my own line of discs, all named after sound design terms, is a dream come true for me. After all kinds of testing and throwing different molds, I was easily able to come to a decision on what molds that I wanted. So the Reverb for me is a perfect distance driver. It's going to cover almost all my distance driver needs. I'm just so thankful for Prodigy for believing in me and giving me this opportunity to have a couple amazing discs under my name that I can trust.
So he's going
for the win. Yes, he gets it in. Wow. So well deserved. Silva Saarinen on hole 7.
Oh my God! What an incredible ace!
Oi, todella kaunis putti Peltoselta.
I'm Johannes.
Hey, I'm Jonathan.
And today we're going to talk about how to aim. You have some problems with the distance, the timing, and pretty much everything. This is kind of the ground or the beginning of the throw. There you go. Then we're gonna throw some forehands.
Oh yeah.
Then you just stroke the board and then you push it in the basket. You should never, ever throw your max on a golf course.
What?
What could we have here?
What do we have here? This never gets old. Opening a new box of discs.
Fancy stuff here.
Okay. Ooh. This thing is sick.
Good quality, super stiff, pretty grippy too, I would say.
I'm really super excited to throw these.
I think I would throw every disc in this plastic.
Yeah, sorry Tyni, this is more important. Daniel Davidsson already teeing off at hole 18.
Whoa, smashed it.
Smashed it, certainly did. He is 150 meters down the fairway.
Pretty easy
looking
up.
at a
Yeah.
great birdie look there, yeah?
Sure. That was a really good shot. Big moment here for young Niilo Hongisto.
Yeah, thank you control room for cutting off those commercials a little bit early. We don't want to miss any shots here on the final hole today.
Hole 7 or 18, the second most difficult on the course.
Niilo, this should be great for a big forehand like his.
That is so much power.
Whoa, hitting the camera. Wasn't he so far down?
That was amazing.
That was like the biggest forehand I've ever seen.
One of them. Yeah, second most difficult on the course today at 4.34 average, 14% getting the birdie. Huge moment for young Jakub Semerad, representing Czech Republic, using that really trusty blue disc that we have no idea what it is.
Getting quite a bit of turn on it, but it comes
stable.
back, and that's so far down.
That's huge.
That's so far down.
Slightly
that's
pinched.
160 meters at least down the fairway. Straight as an arrow after that turn and then fading back.
Yeah.
Can't wish for anything more.
Wow, so much excitement
Now
here and tension. That was...
What can they do on their approaches? They're all in good positions, so...
I feel like Jakub might be slightly pinched with the Mando, but I know he's... I think he's got pretty good angle control, and he can do something to get himself up and down still for the birdie, but...
He's even farther down, but more to the right, so not the perfect position. We don't care that well, we do care about what happens to Øyvind, but he's right now not our main focus. Jakub Semerad, Niilo Hongisto, and also in a way Daniel Davidsson.
Yeah, here it is, flyover, beautiful finishing hole. 4 birdies today. Of course, we saw the 2 from the chase card. Lenny Kempäinen and Mikael Hamme also able to get the birdie 3. Not an easy one to get, but these guys are in prime position to do it.
In great position. I think that we might even see 3 birdies here the way they were throwing from the tee, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Pretty good chances.
Jakub is in the lead, but only with 1 stroke. He can't afford to do any mistakes. Niilo Hongisto is right there in prime position also to get a birdie, and so is Daniel Davidsson. Daniel is 2 strokes behind and trying to secure a spot on the podium. He can do so with a birdie. He will then be tied with Mikael Räsänen. There's just so much happening right now. I have to say Niilo Hongisto and Mikael Räsänen, they are tied for second right now, but of course Niilo still out there playing.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, if he's able to secure the birdie and put the pressure on Jakub, then we may see a playoff. But if not, we'll probably have Czech Republic represented champion.
What are the percentages
Oh,
saying?
good.
The win probability?
Oh, it's really tightened up. It's really tightened up. They're still giving it 80% to Jakub. Make sure that's updated accurately. Yeah, 80% chance for Jakub, 17% chance for Nilo, 2% for Mikael, and 1% for Daniel. So
Nilo is first. Nilo is actually more pinched off than.
Ah, okay.
I'm surprised that he ended up even more to that side, but with his
I
forehand,
guess it faded more than I realized.
Yeah, he has such a good forehand, so I'm
sure. But maybe that's not as much of an advantage as I thought for him. Fade.
How good is this? Is it good enough? It's good, but
Pretty
not
good.
perfect.
He's gonna need to make a big putt from circle 2. And let's see where Jakub ended up. He might be much better than I thought. He is, I think.
Who was next?
I think it was a great drive. Maybe it was much more stable and finished like. It's so hard to tell on these tee shots with the mountain terrain being the way it is.
Difficult to find a point of reference and really understand where the cameras are.
Exactly.
But here is Daniel Davidsson first, and also trying to collect the birdie to get up on the podium.
Nice smooth swing.
Perfect. This is looking so good.
Oh,
So good. Hitting the
pole.
post.
Tapping in for birdie, securing his place on the podium. Wow. Wonderful shot there. Great way to finish. He really played so well at the end.
I have a feeling that he just want to continue to play for many, many weeks to come. Off season is not really his thing, right?
Oh man, that was great. That was a really, really impressive finish. Jakub may well be pinched a little. I don't know yet. Are they still looking for his disc?
They haven't even found it, but he was so far down the fairway. That was.
Oh no, he's right there. He's in great position.
Yeah, he is. He is.
They were looking for
Övens.
Övens.
And he is also so.
Is he looking like Jakub's got a pretty routine upshot?
Yeah, he has.
I think he did fantastic off the tee there.
That's just straight with a slight turn to it. It's not
exactly what he needed. Now he can just flick up this trusty Justice and guarantee himself a victory.
But he needs to get close, and he needs to get a birdie to get this win. Win most likely, because Nilo is there.
That's so good. Or is it?
Yeah, it's good. It's
yes,
perfect.
It's great.
He is gonna take this down.
Wow.
I can't see any other scenario than Jakub Semmerad winning the EPT All-Stars first ever event. I'm so happy to see that, because he is so well deserved of this win.
Absolutely. Fantastic play all weekend long. It was tighter than we expected coming down the stretch, but that makes it fun. And gonna be really exciting. See if Nilo can make that putt and secure solo second place.
That would be big.
If not, we'll have a three-way tie for second.
Yeah, that would also
Daniel
be kind of
Davidsson.
cool, but I think that Nilo would really like to be alone there on the podium. But is Övens really that far down?
Definitely did get a little bit over.
How is it possible that he finds all possible strange lies and positions?
He's having a weird day of disco.
This is just so strange. Passing the fence on 16 2 days in a row, getting caught up high in a tree, not getting down, not even finding the disc on hole one. And now he's all the way down there. Yeah, that's so far down. So far down. I don't think he will be able to find a birdie from this position. That would require something remarkable. But please prove me wrong.
Whoa, nice work. Very tricky
He
shot.
might have just done that.
That's pretty good.
It's really good. Really good. And now it feels like the level has really skyrocketed here on the lead card after what we saw at the beginning of the round. This final stretch of holes has been really amazing. They have pushed each other to great things.
Yeah, What a show. What an amazing season. What an amazing day.
We're just about to see the final putts on the 2022 disc golf season and 2022 European Pro Tour.
It's been a ton of fun.
I've enjoyed every second of it. Even that first day in Copenhagen, sitting in front of the camera and behind the microphone for the first time ever. It was kind of scary, but I'm happy that I got the chance to do it. It has been a joy since that. And here is Niilo's putt.
Catches some chains, but not meant to be. And that means he's going to be sharing that podium with 2 other Finnish players.
He can still be proud. He can still be extremely proud. He's still a teenager. It's his 5th ever PDGA event that he's participating in. He is playing on such an incredible level and with such a smartness and skills that I've never seen from anyone before, almost.
It's very impressive what he's done.
Daniel Davidsson can also be happy with what he's done. I don't think he is. He wanted much more, but
tie for 2nd though after
it's great.
After leaving all those strokes out, you know.
He's the kind of person he just wants to win. Similar to what I said about Silva Saarinen, and couldn't care if she's 2nd or 7th or 27th, just wants to win. I think it's the same, and here is a guy who is going to be a winner today. Jakub Semerad. One last throw.
Congratulations, Jakub Semerad, European Pro Tour All-Star champion.
And the 6th
different
winner. Yeah.
The European Pro Tour this year. Incredible performance.
And another miss from Öyvind, just so significant for his round, and I think he's going to be able to laugh about this. Niilo Hongisto finishing tied for 2nd place.
Yeah, great job from him as well.
We're waiting for some interviews here. We're extremely excited to see the winner, Jakub Semerad, especially.
EPT All-Stars winner in Open Division, Jakub Semerad.
There's the smile again. We have not seen that much of it this round as we're used to see, but
it's great to see that smile back on his face and that trophy in his hand. Well-earned title for Jakub Semerad.
And kind of impressive, I have to mention it again, that the same 2 guys up in the top as we saw last weekend in the EPTX event. Yeah. Jakub Semerad and Mikael Räsänen, but
just flip-flopping spots, yeah.
That's right, they switched places with each other. And a big 3-way tie for 2nd place.
I have an interview for you with Jakub. Very excited to hear what he has to say after an incredible performance and a really prestigious title. European Pro Tour All-Star champion.
Yeah, it has just been amazing to be able to follow this. Of course, we would have both loved to be there down in sunny Spain. Maybe we will get the chance for that in the near future, who knows, but suddenly it's getting quite warm here in the studio also.
We're going to go here, listen what he has to say.
Semerad, the winner of the first European Pro Tour All-Stars event here in Mijas. This was quite a roller coaster round. Did you check the scores during your round?
Yeah, I was watching the scores, and even though I had a 5 strokes lead before the round, it was still pretty hard to defend all the Scandinavians. They are pretty good, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous during the round, but I at the end I win it, so I'm very happy.
And we heard, if anyone on the live stream saw, there was someone in the audience who shouted something to you. What happened here on hole 18 before you came to the green?
I'm not sure, but yeah, I was just watching the scores and I was leading. Yeah, you are talking about the 5 club actually. Yeah. That's the thing, that there is a 5 club, and if you are in, you have to do 5 push-ups every time someone said to. So yeah, I did 5 push-ups.
Do you think that affected your last putt here at all?
No, I don't think so. I'm used to that actually.
Well, that's great. Are we gonna see you on the tour next year as well here in Europe?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Europe at summer, from June to August. So yeah, we're gonna see me there.
Okay. Well, congratulations once again, Jakob, from the Czech Republic. Thank you.
Thank you.
And of course, and friends and family.
Yeah, I would love to thanks to my sponsor, especially Latitude 64 and Club Hunters. They are amazing, and I also would like to thank to my Czech group. They were supporting me all 2 weeks. It was amazing, and of course my family and my friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jakob Semmerat, for your words. Unfortunately, here in the studio, we were not able to hear what he said, but I can just imagine he was quite happy.
He should be. That was such a wonderful performance from Jakub, representing Latitude 64 and Czechia, or the Czech Republic. Not sure what is preferred at the moment, but wonderful performance and a fantastic new champion on the European Pro Tour, the All-Star champion. And a three-way tie for second there. 3 different Finnish players, notably the young Niilo Hangisto there, pushing it to the wire, doing everything he could to make it interesting for us on the lead card. And
amazing to see him there.
And Daniel Davidson as well, never giving up and charging late, putting in a 7 down as well. Mikael Räsänen from the chase card, doing everything he could to set the mark in the clubhouse. And
so just good. I can't find any other words. I'm just so impressed by these players up there in the top, and they really gave us a huge show, and we are sitting here all sweaty and shaking, almost sweaty, and
fully satisfied, totally entertained. It's been a wonderful day of disc golf live with you all here.
And let's not forget about Rachel Turton also in the FPO. I don't know if all of you viewers were following us in the morning, but I really hope for your sake that you did, because we had a huge champion there from the UK and Scotland in Rachel Turton.
Yeah, congratulations to both of our winners and to all of the competitors. And yeah, to all of you, thank you very much for being along with us, and to everyone who made this production possible, including all of our great partners. It's been a wonderful year on the European Pro Tour and on Disc Golf Stream in general, covering all these events of the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour as well. So much fun being here alongside you in the booth to share all these wonderful moments, and lots of great memories made all year long.
Those are some really kind words, and I can only say the same to you. And I'm just, right now, I have a bit difficult to find words, because I'm very proud of what we have been able to give to all you viewers. I'm very happy that you have been able to watch this with us. I'm very happy for all the kind words we have gotten in the comments today, especially. And yeah, what a show it has been today. What a show.
Incredible show.
Yeah.
It's been a true joy and a pleasure to experience it all. Wonderful, wonderful experience. And yeah, we're just very grateful for the opportunity to be a part of it and to share it with you all. Wonderful to live in an era where this technology is possible, and for the people who have built it, so much respect and so much gratitude.
There you go. Look at this Disc Golf Stream during season 2023. A lot of cool things are coming.
So exciting season to look forward to in 2023. There'll be some skins matches, 7 different events on the European Pro Tour. The Prodigy Disc Pro Tour schedule is not yet finalized, but we will also be back to Spain for the All-Star event in early October. Huge thank you to all of the Disc Golf Stream subscribers, to all of the viewers, and especially to our partners as well. The Natural Born Disc Golfers, Prodigy Discs, Latitude 64, Rami Rent, Disc Counter, Dynamic Discs, Zuka, UDisc, Power Grip, Disc Golf UK, Excel, Launch, Whale Sax, Momentum Disc Golf, MDG Media, Zona Disc Golf, and KJ Disc. Thank you so much for your support and partnership. Without it, it wouldn't be possible, and it's been a huge success. First season. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, everyone in the control room. Thank you. Big thanks to Juha Kytö. Big thanks to Mikko Wikman. Without those two guys, I don't know what would have been possible.
It's a beautiful dream they have, and putting it into motion, making it happen, and the world's a much better place because of it.
Clearly, and the future looks very, very bright. This is just some tidbits of what's going to come next year. We're also having our podcast up and running, Inside Disc Golf. Make sure to check that out. A lot of good things coming for that as well, and we're ready for the next season. Let's
so
just say that.
Yeah, so excited for next year. It's been a real pleasure, and we hope you enjoyed all of the great shows we've had for you, and I hope you're also excited for next season, that you help spread the word so people know that this is all happening here. European disc golf on the top level, and really high quality media coverage of all these events.
But yeah, today has been a long day. I'm starting to feel like resting might be a good idea now.
Yep.
Even though I could sit there for many more hours if it would have been required. But
sure, but it's time for the off season. Some much needed rest for everybody involved in the disc golf world, and we'll be back bigger and better next year. Thank you so much for joining us. Andrew Gum here.
Victor Togstad here, signing off. Bye-bye.